seeing some of the divas now running Brigitte, but we know that the tanks, the guys that were running Winston's, now going back to our favorite hero, right, Donnie?
Yeah.
We got the Reinhardt back in action.
How's it going, Risen fans? We're here today bringing you week 2 of the Rampage League, our premier competitive environment for bronze and silver players. Yeah, it counts as competition. I'm joined today on the analyst desk by PK and Kirby, and I am Author Cook. How's it going today, guys?
Pretty
good.
So,
I am very excited to cast this amazing League of Legends Bronze and Silver gameplay.
yikes.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited too. It's going to be my first time on the analyst desk, so it'll be an interesting experience.
You know, it really will. It's a lot of fun. We're going legit now. We have things like analysts. So today we've got a match between Fingers Up and Almost Calculated, FU versus 9T9. You know, I'm always baffled by these teams that have team tags that have nothing to do with their actual name. It triggers me a little bit, if I'm being honest. But you know what? It's okay. Because 9T9, I feel like they might lose today. So That'll be gratifying at least.
Hmm.
I'm gonna
You
have to
think they might
disagree.
lose?
I do actually. I really do think that, and it's not because they are in any way a weak team as far as Rampage teams go. Fingers Up, though, I really do believe is the best team by a significant margin in Division A1. I
Hmm.
just think that their roster brings a lot more well-rounded competency on a bigger variety of champions. I think that they're more flexible, and at the end of the day, my uh from my experience with Rampage, what wins you games in Rampage is consistency and flexibility. You need a group of players that play together on a regular basis, all of them, which Fingers Up is, and also are able to play a variety of different styles. I mean, it's kind of crazy how many games in Rampage get won by the simple rock, paper, scissors of team comps.
Hmm. Uh, I understand your viewpoint, but I do have like a slightly different view of like Rampage or like Bronze Silver League in general. So, from my experience playing in different Bronze Silver leagues, and from what I think, my opinion is that, um, in Bronze Silver leagues, what wins you games rather than just straight up like team comps, it's like how comfortable you are with your team comp and how you execute it. So a lot of times we see team comps that are really terrible or like just not great on paper, but those champions are just happen to be comfort picks of the players and they just execute the win condition of those champions really well. They win through laning and some sort of macro play. There isn't a lot of high level macro play in elos, especially like any elo below diamond usually, but especially in bronze silver, you can win through laning phase really good. And I think 99 has really good laners, especially in the top lane and the bot lane.
That's definitely fair, but I do think that the bot lane is of 99 is more vulnerable because of having significantly narrower champion pools. So, and I guess maybe this is a little bit much of a leap of logic to assume that Rampage teams are going to be scouting, but if Fingers Up is scouting at all, they have a lot of opportunities to shut down 99 almost completely with their banning.
Hmm. PK, what do you think?
I agree with Author. If Fingers Up properly scouts on 99, they'll know to ban the Zaya of Aki or the Yasuo or Riven of Get Reg Scrub MLG, which will like completely shut down their strong laners, which will allow Fingers Up to get a strong lead in the bot or top lane.
All right, and we are about to get into Champion Select for the first game here. We on the analyst desk will be taking you through it before handing it off to the casters for the actual game. I'm excited, guys. And as we get into our very first ban timer right now, you talked a little bit about some of the bans you think we can expect going against 99 here. 99 is first pick, of course. They will pick the Tristana, and Fingers Up bans Evelyn, confusingly enough. What are they thinking? Do they just not care? I mean, Evelyn is up there on Derpy Cat's FTW, the jungle for 99's comfort picks, but wow, it really surprises me to see them banning jungle picks so aggressively.
Oh, and another jungle pick band, the Shyvana, and Graves taken off the table.
Okay, so they
These,
did ban the Zaya as expected. That's good.
Mhm.
I'm confused about well, I don't think I would agree with this Leona ban from 99 because Macros, the support for Fingers Up, he plays a lot of Morgana and is pretty well known for Morgana. And right now, Morgana is a pretty strong pick in the bot lane, so I feel like they should have banned the Morgana over the Leona.
I would argue
Indeed.
that at the elo that we're playing at here, Morgana is by far the best support available.
A very early misfortune picked up in the first pick there. Um, I am not entirely sure if misfortune is Aki's like second most comfortable pick or not, but first pick Misfortune can be dangerous because Misfortune's ability lies in her laning phase as well as her ability to ult safely. But you can draft against those two really easily, and we will see how Fingers Up decide to respond to this.
It's a ways down Aki's comfort, actually. Aki does have games on her, but not really all that many. I mean, it is definitely going to be a less experienced pick. We do see the Xin Zhao and the Braum coming down. The Braum coming down is pretty good news, I think, for is pretty good news for 99. As it's actually, hold on. No, it's not. I'm wondering what's going on here because Coco, the support for 99, doesn't play Braum as far as I'm aware.
Oh.
Ooh, there's the Nasus pick.
NASA.
Oh man. For those of you who aren't aware, across Delirium, the top laner for Fingers Up is basically a Nasus one trick. So
Yeah, I'm surprised Nasus has let through, so it's
I would call this a scouting failure. But they did finally ban the Morgana. Although it's anyone's guess as to whether that's because of scouting or because they just realize, oh, Fingers Up still needs to pick their support. Let's ban Morgana.
They might have done some scouting, I guess, because of the particular support
The
band there.
Tristana
Yeah.
is a really strong, healthy pick for the ADC of Fingers Up, La Vibra Roja, which probably am butchering, but what can you do? So
I'm
what do you think?
surprised. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm surprised from this Camille ban from Fingers Up because Get Rex Scrub MLG, his Camille is not very good. It has a 33% win rate over 6 games, while compared to his Jax, he has a 4.5 KDA with a 100% win rate over 5 games. So I'm not sure about the Camille ban over a Jax or like a Swain ban, I'd say.
I think it makes sense
Well,
based
also,
on if you're scouting based on champion mastery, it makes sense. Now, that of course is very, very dubious as a scouting method, but Camille is the best masteried champion that oh wait, no, hold on. They switched out their top laner, didn't they?
yeah, this is Get Rid
Ooh.
Scrub. Also, one thing is, Fingers Up is basically made of 4 completely new members to the Risen community, and whoever did not pay attention to Get Rid Scrub MLG or TSG, the team she was on in last season, will not know that every single series, Get Rid Scrub MLG will try to play Yasuo or Riven. And right now we do see the Riven being picked up, and I'm not surprised at all because she plays a pretty dirty Riven, I would say. And after one game, I am expecting this Riven to get banned.
Well, that depends. It might not happen if 99 doesn't bring the performance necessary to get it up and running. I'm not at all doubting in Get Wrecked Scrub's ability. I mean, I myself casted a couple of games where they played Riven, but it's a new team. Anything can happen.
Based off the composition of both teams, which team do you guys think would win?
All else being equal, if I didn't know who the players were and I just saw these compositions, you mean?
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh man. Honestly, I hate to admit this because this goes contrary to my prediction, but I would give it to 99 based on composition.
Hmm.
I just think that I think that more of the individual lanes win, and I think that there is a stronger team fight represented in 99. Fingers Up doesn't really kind of represent any sort of coherent strategy at all. I mean, what is the win condition with Fingers Up? Obviously, you have Nasus who can hyper carry, sort of, these days, but I don't
I think
know.
I feel like the win condition for fingers up is try to make a pick with the Ash arrow and the Vi ult. You want to try to like synergize a gank with both of them to like try to keep CC on one laner and get the kill and then try to snowball that lane, I guess. But their comp is a lot more like mid to late game based than 99's comp, which is more early game based, I'd say.
Yeah, I think 99's comp rely on its laner's abilities to win lane, especially for the Misfortune and Riven. Both are pretty strong laners, and uh, 99. I mean, Fingers Up's comp just lacks something to me. Like
There's just a lot of
Ash
oddball
not a
stuff.
hyper carry. Nasus does scale up, but Nasus against a Riven, like how many stacks do you expect to get by mid game? I don't expect a lot, honestly. Vi being a really early to mid game focused jungler, and the Lux support there, like Lux
This
is
is weird.
not a real support. Yeah.
Ashlux is not one of the great bot lane duos.
Yeah, it's like, yes, I can see the idea of like chaining CC and stuff, but when it comes to mid to late game, how much is Lux gonna contribute to the team as a support? Eh,
Unless she, I mean, it got to remember this is bronze silver. It could be straight damage support, AP support.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I think if Lux late game could get like a pick on Misfortune or something, she could burst her really quickly, probably.
It's
Yeah, I
always
think this
possible.
is what they want to do.
I mean, it's kind of the only choice that they have at this point. I
Mhm.
like just every way that I look at it, because of course the thing with looking at lane matchups is it's not always enough to just look at the one-on-ones and the two-on-two at bot lane. You got to look at the three-on-threes, the two-on-twos, like with top and jungle versus top and jungle, or jungle and bot lane versus jungle and bot lane. And every way that I look at it, I feel like 99 has a compositional edge.
Yeah, I do agree with this, especially with this uh skull changes. Junglers, like, you need really strong laners to help you secure your scuttle, basically, and almost calculated just has stronger laners in every lane.
Yeah. I feel like I'm inclined to say that it might still not be enough, and Fingers Up might be able to push through and win by sheer, like you said. I mean, at this elo, games can be won by the sheer strength of comfort picks, and I see some on Fingers Up. It could happen,
Mhm.
but then again, there's Riven, as played by Get Wrecked Scrub MLG. Doesn't look great.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this Riven gameplay because, yeah, it was a pretty famous pick of her back on TSG last season, and she kind of carried TSG to a deep run in playoffs, even though they did not manage to get in finals.
I just thought of something. What are the odds? And this seems completely psychotic and crazy, but
Mhm.
probably not too crazy for Rampage. Um, what if it's Nasus mid and Swain top? I feel like that's better. I actually feel like that's better.
Ha!
No, think
Well,
about it.
I guess, but I feel like after maybe Sheen or Phage, Nasus will start to beat Riven, but Get Rex Scrub MLG's Riven is pretty good, so he might be able to deny the Nasus longer than I expect.
And I mean,
Yeah.
of course, this is going to be a very weird week for all three leagues, because unlike the big professional competitive leagues, we don't get the benefit of playing on 8-8. We're on 8-10. And 8-10 is weird, man.
It's wild. It's all about the scuttle.
It's all about the scuttle, but like even some of the subtler change, like obviously there's the jungle changes that got pushed through that have been controversial to say the least, but even some of the subtler stuff like the vision change, how the basic yellow trinket now, you don't get wards as often but they last longer. it makes vision removal so much more inherently powerful, because it used to be that if you found a trinket ward and removed it, on average, you were really going to take vision off the table for maybe 40 seconds. Now you're taking it on average off the table for 80 seconds. And
Yep.
the cooldown is so much longer.
Yeah, I think this patches changes in general just reward strong laners much more. Like you want to have a strong lane, you want to have priority to remove vision, you want to have priority to help secure the scuttle. Everything is about that priority.
Yeah, for sure. Although now that people have been playing on the patch and things have stabilized a little bit, some of the more prominent junglers are starting to say that they had overreacted early on, and that the scuttle crab isn't quite as impactful as it felt like it would be at first. But things are still kind of up in the air, and it's silver. We're not talking about challenger here.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be real with you guys. I will be surprised if more than 2 of the players playing today have even read the patch notes. I know that sounds mean, but I think you'll grant that it's accurate.
Maybe. I'm gonna
Depends.
say about half have read the patch notes.
Yeah, half I would say. Usually players who play in these like competitive leagues are more passionate in the game. I would say when I was silver, I was still really excited in the game, even though I was bad and I still am bad. But yeah, like these players, yeah, I would say half of them are actually like really interested in the game and would like to look at what's up whenever a new patch drops. But we will see how many people have looked at patch notes when they get into game and how they play around this new patch.
I think we'll find out in a real hurry here. Man, who are you most excited to see here? Obviously, we've talked about Get Wrecked Scrubs Riven, and we've talked a little bit about their lane opponent across Delirious on the across Delirium on the Nasus. Are there any others you look at here and you're just like, man, I'm so excited to watch this?
Honestly,
Individual players.
I'm pretty excited for Derpy Cat's Xin Zhao. I feel like he's gonna really take initiative on this game, and he's gonna control the game through the jungle. I feel like he's really gonna out jungle the Vi, since Xin Zhao has like a lot more early pressure, I'd say, over Vi. He's gonna be able to get more scuttle crabs. He's gonna be able to gank more. He's just gonna have more control over the game, in my opinion.
All right, we're about to go into game, so gonna throw it on over to our casters. Enjoy the game. We'll be right back with you in a bit.
Oh, there's...
Are you ready? Welcome, Grizzly Sparks. Here are the casters. Nesware and Shadow, and it doesn't matter because we got to pause.
Well,
That was a... All right, never mind. Just all that's done. All right, how is it going, Shadow?
well, I'm doing okay until I saw these drafts.
But the drafts are the best. These are what you expect out of Rampage. This is premier, primetime, golden peak experience solo queue.
I mean, I have to admit they're pretty entertaining, and I really like seeing Riven being played in any league game. So
I like seeing Riven play, but I don't think it's going to go too far against the comp of FU. Because once we get past like 30 minutes, I don't think there's anything that's going to stop that comp from reaching that back line and destroying those carries.
yeah,
We are able to get back underway.
there's so much pick on the side of Fingers Up. I mean, Swain, Vi. I mean, everybody on this side has pick potential in some part of their kit, and it's just gonna burst down one member or even multiple members of 99.
I mean, as long as you take out the misfortune, most of that team fight threat is gone until Victor gets on his feet, which should be relatively delayed.
Like,
Can we?
the problem with Victor here is because Victor's a short to medium range battle mage, and that does not work against FU's comp because Nos is with her, Vi, and her whole entire kit, Swain's kit, Ashe, Slow, Lux's kit, right? Like, if you get close to these members of FU, you're just gonna get bursted down, and like, Victor has this kind of range that he excels most at, but that's also the range that everyone on FU excels at as well. So I'm not feeling the Victor pick because it was last rotation too.
Could have saved a lot. Maybe it's just comfort. Maybe he just wanted to go to things he can do just fine against Swain.
I mean, yeah, definitely, but it's kind of it's one of those questions because since he's even fallen out of the meta, you know, you would kind of think why would they keep up on it? And
I feel like Victor hasn't really been part of the meta since his release, and every now and then he just gets played by Crown, and everyone starts going wild. But that's about it. That's his meta experience.
I'm really sad too because I used to be a Victor main, and he was like one of my favorite champions to play. Oh man.
But we're seeing some nice little trades coming up from Get Wrecked on a signature Ribbon, who I'm very excited to see a Ribbon actually do well, but skeptical, to say the least. Against a OT2K, we have a minor skirmish, nothing's going around, there's no jungler presence, so everyone's deal walk late just fine, but that's a stun playing on Law.
Oh, wow.
And forcing a heal and a flash, good rotation.
Yeah, that was really nice out of Aki. He took his strut level 2, so he actually got the increased attack speed, and he was able to get the stun, the concussive blows on macros, which forced the flash and the heal, which was probably more panicking than anything. I don't think it was necessary to use both, but that was pretty nice for Aki.
No, not necessarily used to both, but better safe than sorry. But in reality, macro should not have been anywhere close to danger, given the range of his abilities and the fact that they go over minions. He should be able to poke just fine without being under threat by Bromskew. The Winch Bite should never be able to touch him.
I mean, so this is basically how the early game's gonna go for in a few of the lanes. Top lane, it's mostly gonna be in favor of Riven. Ashe has that Conqueror Riven. But once Narcissus is able to get a few armor items, he should be just fine in that lane.
Might get spotted out by Ward, but yeah, he gets pinged out. Not gonna make that threatening engage onto the top lane.
I do want to see where Derpy and Stog go because there's basically two places to influence. Mid lane's just gonna be a farm fest. It's bot lane and top lane. Top lane is you either want to snowball the Riven or you want to shut down the Rivens, and that's pretty good for either side. In the bot side, it's just basically keeping down this Fortune. They're not letting her kind of get to that point where she just ults and then she one-shots your entire team, you know. But
I've been really keeping an eye on Derby Cats, but I feel like he's wasting kind of his early game potential, just power farming through the jungle. Kind of made a trek down the bot lane, but gets spotted out by Ward, has to go back up. But we might see some plays in the mid lane, not gonna be able to get. We're gonna get a stun knock up onto Trent. You're gonna force a flash. We're gonna jump to the top lane just in case we're gonna die up here instead. Across is running away, goes Golden Dog. Throws down his sigil. It's all fine. It's whatever. Nothing happened.
actually, Delirium's in the advantage in here in the top lane as this is going on.
Starhaven goes out, misses, gets sideswiped by Get Wrecked Riven, but might get wrecked himself. But it's turning on to Starhaven. They're getting exposed. First blood goes over to Get Wrecked. And one kill coming over in return, maybe. Across Delirium gives up and just gonna walk away, flashing that mastery sign. Good play by Get Wrecked.
That was really nice. Like, he baited out the flash from Starhaven. Because Starhaven was level 3 right there, and that was really ill-advised, especially since Get Wrecked just leveled up, got the level 5, got the healing. Here we go, so.
It's gonna be a little damage, but he still has flash up, he still has ghost if he wants to use them away. He's just gonna get auto attack down, not gonna be any danger whatsoever.
But yeah, Get Wrecked played that top lane really well. He baited out letting Starhaven get hit by the minions because she was actually in vision. And the minions plus the amount of Conqueror being blocked, just so much damage.
So close. Minion blocked, it's okay. We feel bad for you, Trent.
Yeah, but there's not gonna be much action in this bot lane unless it's to get a double kill, mainly because it's a Cloud Drake first up. Not many people need that. I'm not sure if there's anybody on either side that need it.
We always need a Cloud Drake, alright?
Okay, understandable.
Alright, we gotta go fast. That's what we're known about. Not who sure we is, but that's what we're known about. Sonic is the iconic one here.
I feel like if Delirium stays here, Riven can hit level 6 and dive him. He has no mana whatsoever.
No mana, but just gonna try to farm under tower because Riven did come back with that kill, has the Caulfield's Warhammer, and it's gonna throw out a lot of damage. if he wants to get engaged. Riven is 6, but taking early tower rushing like the stun on under him. Wants to go down, but it's going to be a 1-for-1. If anything, that's just what it is. Get wrecked, flaring up, getting a little bit cocky. 1-for-1 trades are not going to do you as well. But a flash over the tower gets immediately blocked by Aki. All right. Spicy.
That was weird on both sides of the map. Get wrecked could have... Oh, here we go.
Oh, there's Trent coming in to save the day from the failed tower dive. We're going to go for a second failed tower dive. What about it? No one's gone anywhere.
I like the ambition though, but...
Macro's taking early tower garden, but we throw out the ultimate with Trent. We have this story that's coming down for Zeke. Aki is going to throw his life away to save his support. Not going to bother to run away from the tower.
Well, hard work pays off, I guess. I think that was the 3rd or 4th time that they tried that, so...
Lesson learned.
Yeah. They finally do get it in the end and is able to take down this fortune. They might be able to take down this turret. I'm not sure if they have the damage, but we'll see it probably in the next 10 seconds. But I want to go back to that top lane where Getluck's Glove dived the Delirium, but gave over kill. So you would think that it was actually Getluck that gets the advantage here, but... Oh,
Slowly getting wrecked up there.
Yeah, but like this is why you can't trade kills with Gnosis. Like it's either you go for it and dedicate yourself to it, or you don't. Because if you saw Get Wrecked, he didn't ult until the very end there, and I think he thought he had the damage, but wasn't able to get in the end. And then trades a kill over to Delirium. Plus Delirium's able to TP and catch a wave that was pushing towards him, and now he's extremely ahead of this Riven, even though it does not seem so with like kind of the kills on the board and even the gold but it's just kind of unfortunate. But Delirium actually being confident to stay up though.
Definitely those siving strikes are adding up, and I'm definitely way more afraid of an endgame Gnosis than I am an endgame Riven, no matter how well you play it. There's just one time it's just the raid boss and there's just nothing else you can do about it, but AO just keeps getting hit up by these stuns and never move. There we go.
Okay, but I mean, in the bot lane was really nice with the roam down in the bot lane from Trent and Starheaven. Well, I mean, I guess that's his job, but I mean, I'm not sure if Dopey was seen on a ward. I'm not sure if he was seen on a ward or something, but he was in top river. So, and he stayed there too. He didn't even walk down, even though 3 failed tower. I'm not sure. I feel like it's one of those things where you're kind of like, no, they're not gonna possibly do it again. They do it again.
But it does net them the first tower as well, so that overall is worth it. We have Jerpy making a repeat performance in the mid, finally, after not doing too much for the past few minutes. But Swain does have the ultimate out, healing up just so slightly. He's going to be backed off from the tower, staying alive for just one more moment. Not going to burn down just yet, but Jerpy Cat dives into the tower, trying to give himself a kill, and Starhaven gets the ultimate off the tower. It's going to take him out. Does Starhaven go down for the double kill? Maybe he can get it just one more inch, a few more seconds, but no, the flash comes away, and he gets... And Victor gets to just walk away after not doing too much.
That was weird from both sides. Definitely. Dingo. Oh, never mind. Hold on. We got more action.
No, it's okay. They're just trading. It's fine.
Okay.
Continue what you're doing.
But yeah, I mean, Dingo was trying to. I think he was baiting. I would like to say he was baiting for Derpy to come in, but I feel like this is actually a fight this time.
No, it's fine. It's just Gnosis.
Oh,
it's just Gnosis things. See, it's, the ultimate's getting a bit close to get down to an X. Get wrecked. Going to actually win the trade. Delirium kind of overestimating how much damage he's going to put out there. But that was the most anticlimactic fight ever. One person should have backed off. That person was
weird, because both guys had flash, so I was kind of expecting Delirium to see the animation of Riven and just flash. I don't know. That was probably one of... That was, I don't know, that was anticlimactic as you put it.
I gotta point this out, either Trent is a god with a never move, or Digno is just gonna take each and every one to the back of the head. But we have Derpy Cat for a repeat performance in the mid lane. Gonna show him up, stun him up, walk him out, and Derpy Cat finally gets some reward for his jungling prowess.
Is that... I think that's the 3rd time he's getting mid lane? Or maybe 4th. But...
Well, it's definitely a 2nd. He has 3 kills. Or else he's gonna get kills.
Yeah, he's like... Derpy Cat's really focusing on this mid lane, which is really weird. I guess they want Victor to get to that point where he's strong. It feels weird saying that, especially like where Victor is strong, because there's not really a point where he's strong. He's just there and dealing damage, I guess. I don't know if this is the best way to put it, but
I don't know. If you find your easy target, you just kind of camp him. I can't find any other space around the game, so mid's just gonna have to take it. Sorry, Trent.
I mean, with all the action in the top lane, you'd kind of, I don't know, I think more jungle attention should go top lane. I guess bot lane now, since it's a lane swap with the turret being taken by FU, but this with Hill inside is probably going to be the next objective.
Camping is not a bad option.
Definitely.
I mean, it's going to get the job done. We have lane swaps going on. We're just going to repeat what we're doing on the bot lane, see if we can clear out that top tower. But again, the anticlimactic fight starts between Riven and Gnosis. Who will win? Probably Riven, if the time goes on long enough. He's got the rune for it.
Yeah, I mean, he's picked up the Ninja Tabi, deletes some of the damage. The only difference in this bot lane is the fact that Delirium has a turret and Get does not.
Wants him. Chase him down, dog. Get right, going to flash around top lane, going to wither him down. He might be able to get away because Riven is a slippery mother. Get Right's just gonna walk away just fine.
That phase rush is really just ruining Dingo's day. That's because the gravity field is supposed to slow you, but with phase rush you don't get slowed. But
nah, that's swing. He goes where he pleases.
Wait, is it Mundo in this game?
Derby got finally fights someone in the jungle. Five-star having knocks him up, but gets immediately knocked back and splash. Kind of anticlimactic, but gets the knock back just in case. Now we have Trent kind of on the wrong side of this fight. He has the TP coming in on him, and that's Get Wrecked. He will not stop from going into the tower. I stand corrected. He has let me down. Macro is coming in from the top, like not where you think the final spark will come from. But Dingo is going to go down to Trent, and it's just one cluster of a fight back, another. But that's Get Wrecked, just going to turn it around, getting taken up in the Ash Arrow, just to freeze up for the double kill. Pose and stylish points all around. Oh, and the ADC has been left all alone to the island in the top lane.
They're probably gonna die if Misfortune has ulti, right? You can.
It doesn't matter. You're just gonna walk in the auto under the tower. It's fine. It's fine. Just no support, no mid, no jungle. It's fine.
He's still got. He's still got the.
He just. Why waste your ult? You just walk up like I'm gonna auto you under your tower. I don't care.
This game is falling apart for FU mainly because so many things went wrong there. Because first, Starhaven got found in his jungle with Dopey Captain baiting. And then Trent tried to back him up, but Dingo was there. And then Macro's joined in the fray, but Roja was being occupied by the bot lane of 99. So that was just overall awkward. And Riven actually showing up. That was really interesting, seeing how much damage he did. Really, especially with that Conquer Riven. So, man, Get Wrecked is now in a good position.
Get Wrecked definitely had the good team play, using that TP to start and get back into that fight. Did not want to commit into the tower, but doesn't matter. Going to take the double kill anyway. And I'm going to point a bit over to Macros here on the slugs. Not too much is happening, and from Lux, I don't expect you to be all that close to your ADC, really. Not that he is right now, finally, but more towards the laning phase where he can walk up to the side, get that binding in the final spark off to an unsuspecting lane. Would have been just as well, but we have Trent coming in to gank up the mid lane. I'm not sure you want to take that on him just fine, but disrupts the knockup into the Crystal Arrow. Crystal, go get it, and Trent gets her the ultimate.
That was...
Get on, you mate.
Well, I mean, one of the stronger points of FU's comp is showing up the pick comp. Their pick is amazing with all the CC and follow-up on the team, and it's so good. Though it is sometimes a detriment. Ooh, that's...
Haven't engaged, but everybody gets stunned up. No one's going to engage any further. Dingo, sit down, boy. As you call him Dingo, but it's okay.
There's also some anti-synergy, if you could call it that, because we saw in the last fight where Lux landed a binding and then Swain pulled her out of the final spark. So that was pretty
there,
like that.
Like that. As you were saying, final spark, no more.
No, it actually did still hit bomb, but that's a good example.
Okay, but it was close. It was close.
That's a good example.
We have the bullet time taking about half of the HP of this ADC. Gonna force it to run away.
That was really nice. They saved the turret too, not bleeding out any more gold. And 99 still in the gold lead, only 500, but still pretty significant.
But they did demonstrate one solid way to always take out the enemy Riven. Just chain CC her to death. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Just throw CC until it's over.
I mean, they have the team comp for it, but the question is, after that CC is all well and done, you kill the Riven, right? What are you going to do about the other members, right? Miss Fortune still needs to get CC'd, or she's going to bullet time. Tintao's going to jump on your 80 carry, and then Victor's just going to be bursting people down. So it's one of those questions where you kind of have to ask, what are they going to do after the CC is used? But we do see 99 is going to be returning a turret.
I think one of the big questions is why has both teams lost any semblance of what a lane is? As we're just having teamfight, Exhaust going down the wreck, but throws the blast cone, minorly trying to save them, but Macro's going to get set up, rooted up, and everything else. Throwing out the ultimate onto Aki, but there's no team to follow you up, and you're going to die all alone. As will the rest of your team soon to follow, so you won't be alone for too long. And Naz crosses them, living as long as he can, doing more than I thought, but still going down in the end, while your ADC is in base.
Dude, that was really nice team fighting coming out from 99, mainly because they actually played the team comp pretty well, because you had the Bomb Glacial Fisher slowing, slowing two members. I can't remember who they were, but it was slowing two members the whole entire fight. And then you had just Derpy defending his kills, if you could call it that. Wow, Riven just jumps. She was in the middle of the fray. I actually don't know how she didn't die, but she was in the middle of the fray, just taking down absolutely everybody. So Roja kind of unfortunately was not in the fight, but I don't think he would have changed anything in that fight. Because nobody was really low enough.
I don't think Fingers Up is actually playing to their win condition at all. And Nasa at this point shouldn't be team fighting with everyone in the river for the past 10 minutes. It's just been one kind of battle for objectives over. We haven't set the clear marker for objective because we already took the tower in mid lane. So why are we still fighting around the jungle and the river? Nasus should be just kind of farming up that side and strike, pushing out the side lanes forever until the game's over, where he wins.
Well, remember 5 minutes ago when the gold lead was 500? Yeah, it is now 5K. So. Huge gold swing.
Is a bleak situation for 18 minutes into the game.
Yeah, huge gold swing for 99, and they're going to be looking to push this forward. I don't think they have the resources to take Baron that's spawning in a minute, but they do have the kind of...
I want to see him try, though.
Yeah, I mean, they do have the pressure. Like, right, if you don't monitor them, they probably can take it, but I don't think they have the damage to do it fast enough that FU will spawn. But here's something that we haven't seen in this game. Yeah. It is seen on a wood, so we
got getting the double binding and the final spark. Trying to take out some damage, but no one's going to follow up just quite yet. We have Trent there sitting on those sidelines, and Vi is coming up waiting. Starhaven looking to make that ultimate, not going to save the Rip Herald. It's okay, Scully, we will remember you.
So where should 99 place this Rift Hill? That's the real question. And
at any second tier tower, it's pretty much all of its major normal objectives are already cleared. You might as well push up one of the side lanes and just kind of let it go. Maybe just go mid afterwards and forget it's there, forcing the team to split up. As we are setting up for another kind of ARAM situation, which shouldn't be happening. Gnosis doesn't belong in the mid lane. Ever. Set a barrier, something.
Yeah, I don't. There's some weird rotations coming out from FU, but we'll have to see.
It's a team effort to clear wards. I get it. Truly, I do. Supports, we feel you, but please send your people in a more productive manner. You know, get a chain link fix, set up that electric wire for the dog, keep him in his yard, and top.
Yeah,
that
he's
tower
just
is
not
still there.
Like, if you look at him, he's walking around. He's not farming. He's got a farm. He's only at 300 stacks in 20 minutes. That's not going to do much in these fights.
It's not bad on a squishy, but you're not going to reach it too fast if the rest of your team can't follow up, so you're kind of worth nil. But going to be the first one rooted up, getting a 3-man final spark, but not going to take out any much of that because you are a Lux with no damage. But throwing out that bullet time, going to take out the rest of the team, and the ultimate's just triple kill coming out for Get Rex. And it could be the pentakill. No one stole it. Pentakill for Get Rex Riven. And that's what happens. You force this team to a choke point, and their team thrives on it when yours is not playing to your condition. That's probably game for 99. Not right now, but there's nothing to come back.
probably take an inhib if they wanted, especially with Withheld if you see this damage. But that was that penta was really anticlimactic. I'm not sure about you, but that's not.
I'm pretty sure he stole 2 of them, but it's still worth it. It's still worth it.
I mean, 99 played that fight really well. If you saw Star Heaven, he was trying to dive Aki, but he was all by himself. Like, he actually did almost kill Aki, and he was actually an auto down from dying. But one Star Heaven was getting CC'd by Bomb, and Star Heaven couldn't do anything about that. Like, and also there was no synergy, right? Because if Macros would have held his final spark and not bursted it down at the very beginning, because I think he panicked, right? He saw 4 people like in the mid lane trying to engage on them, so
saw
he panicked.
his moment and tried to take it.
Yeah, but if he actually would have saved that, if he would have saved that, he could have actually taken down Aki. But I guess that's hindsight. So, I mean, I kind of feel bad for Soulhaven, but he's by himself diving that backline, and I feel like his kind of purpose would be well spent more just trying to help out his own backline. Just using the CC to his team's advantage, and I mean, I guess he can't really follow that as he's going to Trinity Force, not a tank item.
Delirium got pretty caught out there, and I feel like the team call should have been let him to die, and no one go in after him. But Starhaven does actually go in for the backline and tries to do it again, but there's still no one to follow up because your one tank, your one formidable force that can just walk back there is already dead.
But
we have no damage coming out of this ADC, and the arrows aren't exactly going anywhere either. The Enchanted Crystal arrow shouldn't be pretty much fired off cooldown is what I believe. You should be looking for your moments around the game, forcing choke points into moments where you can use this arrow. Throw it out. Like now, if it hits nothing, it's still fine. It actually hits Derby Cap, but that's beside the point.
I mean, I really do feel like they should be capitalizing on the team comp more. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, they're not playing to their conditions, and that's probably why they're going to be shut out in the next 5 minutes.
I mean, like...
I say that, but we have supers running down mid, and we have no one splitting up these side lanes. Gnosis is now finally getting some free roam in the top lane, but not comfortable enough to push past the river line, because we do not have the proper ward clearance, and we're all going to go down for this Cloud Drake. Once again, I think it's a bad move. You could have all took Baron at that point. I mean, you will do it now, but you're kind of a bit slower, and your side lane presence is just absolutely nothing. That Baron is going to take longer to be effective because you haven't prepped your sidelines. And there's a huge wave pressing against you in the top. And about to be in the bottom.
Yeah, the whole side wave management is pretty bad, but that doesn't stop them from just doing this build straight away. Vi is going to be here to respond, but this is going to be the defending. So this should just go over to 19-9. I don't see any protection, especially with 3 people.
Unless Starhaven's going to make the miracle go right. He would have to go in, like, now. Not able to take away early Smite, Derby Cat claims it, and able to actually flash away and get out alive, but it was a good chance to save the team. But now it's gone.
I think he just expected more damage coming out, because... Yeah, I think he just expected more damage. I don't know. That's one of those unfortunate plays, but kind of one of those desperate plays that you have to go for. But Riven now has picked up a Guardian Angel. Even if she gets caught out, she won't die, and she'll be back in the fight. There's no way that
she will
FU...
die.
Yeah. I mean, there's...
Macker's just kind of... He's going to get himself killed right now. Gonna get stun him up, and I just... throws out the body, you're going to walk away. Styling on Get Wrecked. You might not be winning, but you got the moral high ground. And we have Delirium getting caught out a little bit in his own jungle, but it is against a Gnosis. Derby Cats are not quite that strong.
Yeah, I mean, something to note is Delirium has not even gotten any boots yet. He's very slow. And he's only picked up two tank items and a Sheen. And I feel like this is one of those moments where he's got to pick up boots because he's got to be able to rotate to these side lanes, farm it up, and then...
would have been a great option by now, especially against the lane matchup you had. That's just not the point.
I mean, Ashe is doing no damage right now. Swain is trying to do damage, but he's going to just get bursted down in these fights. There's not much that he can do.
Ashe only just finished the Essence Reaper, so that the Crystal Arrow does actually get onto Dick now, going to burn down in the end. But that's Ashe going down in the back line just to save his own life. Trent also in the follow, and that's going to be it for the side of FU. Going down from 99, and then that's get wrecked in the back line. Take him out under the 2 Dex Towers, but going to be going down himself. Guardian Angel will be protected. Will he be able to get out in time? Probably. It's a ribbon. You can't really stop it. Bullet time going out for good measure, but that should be it. We got 2 waves crashing into these Nexus Towers. They shouldn't be long for this world if all goes as planned. There is still time for a miracle play held by, I guess, Starhaven. I picked you. Do something. Now, try.
Go,
you have
go.
your ult up. This is your moment. I believe in you.
Oh my
Ash
god.
is back up, but I don't think it's enough time.
Yeah,
to
Ash did not do enough damage. They're not going for the play. They're not doing anything as the Nexus is going to just fall down, but here we go.
I mean, they get a kill. Derpy Cats goes down for the
Yeah.
game. GG, well played. You did what you could.
But man, that's I don't even know what to say. I don't know what I expected, to be honest.
Well,
That-
you don't have to know what you expected because we have the ability to set it up to our analyst desk. All right, you guys
Oh
see
my
that,
God.
go about and see what they have to say about that. All right, all right.
Okay.
Okay, so where to begin?
What a game!
Wow.
There's part of me that wants to say that 99 straight up lost in draft. I mean, no, FU straight up lost in draft. But that doesn't seem quite correct because there was a lot of other things that went wrong as well.
Yeah, basically, what I said about execution. So, 1999 just executed their team comp way better than FU. Like, not sure what FU drafted the team comp for, like what their win conditions were. Like, part of it might be comfort, part of it might be I don't know. Like, but they just didn't execute it well. 99 was way more comfortable on the comp that they drafted.
I think that FU overestimated the strength, first of all, of Across Delirium's top lane Nasus pick, which, to be fair, I totally did too. I don't know. I guess I just assume that someone who plays that many games on a champion is going to be, decent at it.
Mhm.
To be even more fair, though, okay, get wrecked MLG's. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. Riven is scary, and I will throw things if FU doesn't ban it now.
Yeah, like it's like TSG over again. Like every time TSG plays against a team, the other team doesn't ban Riven. After one game, they have to.
Yeah. I think generally they just need to rethink their banning strategy because there's a lot of really questionable stuff there. I mean, they threw a lot of bans early on at the jungle, which Derpy has such a broad champion pool. He's not the one you want to ban out. That especially when 99 has 2 bot laners that both have relatively narrow pools. It's just the decision to ban so many junglers seems a little baffling.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think the Shyvana ban was the best ban to be used. I think it could have been used in a better way, forcing like banning the Riven or banning more ADCs or supports to cause a worse lane for 99.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think go ahead.
yeah. I think an approach they should be taking is try to neutralize the bot lane and top lane. Just stop playing this guy on Nasus. He has a pretty decent stat on picks like Maokai too. Put him on Maokai, have him play safe, neutralize the top lane pressure, and try to play around the bot lane.
Absolutely, because I mean, he got his best case scenario pick, and he still couldn't quite face off against Get Wrecked MLG in the top lane. At that point, you kind of have to give up on hardcore winning that lane and just, like you said, pick someone safe where it doesn't matter if you lose a little bit because you'll still be good in late game. Like we were talking about earlier, Maokai, like
Dr. Mundo.
Dr. Mundo.
Mhm.
Yes. So that's one change that needs to happen. I think Lux was more than one of us was saying during the game that Lux was a questionable support pick for FU to pick up. And I have a feeling that Macros is a lot less comfortable on Lux than on a lot of the other enchanter picks that they favor. And it shows. I mean, Lux is just one of those champions that it's got a lot of weird hitbox oddities that you learn your way around them with time and a lot of experience. And there's just a few too many skill shots there that were misjudged by that much.
Yeah, especially there when the team. But I just see a desync in the team because a lot of times it was Lux Q into the Swain pool. Like they tried to chain CC that, but then the Lux ult just missed completely because of the Swain pool. So I think it's like a lot of desync in the team.
And research staff just got back to us. We do actually have a mystery finally solved. Get Wrecked MLG is a guy.
I got bamboozled, dude.
We all did. We all did. So, what do you think? Do you think there's anything in particular based on game 1 that Fingers Up is going to try to prioritize since they are on the blue side now for game 2 and they have that first pick?
If Morgana is not banned, I think they might try to first pick the Morgana.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like they kind of had a golden opportunity to pick up that Morgana in game 1 because Morgana didn't actually get banned out until the second phase of ban. But what can I say? It didn't happen. There's a lot of things Fingers Up didn't make happen during game 1 draft.
Yeah, I think Riven has to go. My predictions is if Riven is banned, Get Rex Scrub MLG is definitely still gonna pick a carry, and you just have to like for the top lane pick, you just have to wait and then pick him a safe tank. And for mid lane, I don't think the Swain was like too bad last game. I'm not sure if like Swain is actually a comfort pick for him or not, but if there's a more comfort pick, put him on something that's more comfortable than the Swain. And
You know
yeah.
what would be the real BM move for 99? Riven gets banned out, so they put Get Wrecked Scrub on Nasus.
Thinking.
I think he wants a more proactive pick than Nasus. Like
yeah, I would think so too. But it'd be funny.
True. Yeah, and we just have to see how FU adjust their draft and their in-game plan after this game. There's a lot to work on. They need way more synergy than that first game, and they need like a coherent game plan that works according to the champions they draft.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised, a little bummed out that it didn't come together because I do feel that Fingers Up performed quite well during their match last week, but we'll have to see what happens. Will they pull out the 2-0? Or will they start off the season 1-1? Time alone will tell. We're having a little bit of a delay getting into the draft for game 2. So let's talk more generally about patch 8.10 and the lead up for what's been promised for marksman changes in 8.11. Now, we already talked a little bit about how we don't have the benefit of the professional leagues where you can play on old patches. So there's kind of just this situation where the players continually have to be thinking on their feet and switching over at a moment's notice because 8.10 dropped like 2 days ago and they already have to be playing regular season matches. All right, we're in. And of course, Fingers Up and Evelyn again. How nice.
Yeah. So one thing I said about like jungle changes calls for stronger lanes as well as like there are two options for your jungler. One is pick a really strong jungler that can contest Scuttle basically, but also like level 3 cheese ganks don't really work anymore because you used to be able to like level 3 cheese gank a lane at like 230, but right now it has to be like 330.
Yeah.
Fingers Up did not ban the Riven. Unless
Okay, well the good news is Fingers Up didn't ban Shyvana again, and Xin Zhao is a better ban. The bad news is they didn't change anything else. And unless they're planning on picking Riven right now, I think it is almost 100% certain that Riven is getting picked in one of these first 2 picks from 99.
Yeah, like I really doubt Xin was a bigger problem than Riven in the last game. Like, yes, Derpy Cats did make a lot of proactive plays on Xin, but that's like Derpy Cats being proactive rather than Xin being a problematic pick. So I don't really know what they have as an answer to this Riven because, like, yes, the plan that is to put their top laner on a brain dead tank still works, but a brain dead tank is just gonna get bullied even harder by the Riven.
Mm-hmm.
I
I have to say, I don't understand why Braum is the first pick. Why is that so important to their... I struggle even calling it a team comp. That is their first pick. That is what they...
Yeah.
Well, it's not
Yasuo.
Riven this game. Now it's Yasuo.
Oh, I called
Interesting.
it. I called it.
You did call it indeed.
If it's not Riven, it's Yasuo.
See, I swear to God that there's a conspiracy, and the teams listen to the stream whenever I'm on the analyst desk, and they listen for my predictions, and they sandbag just to make me look like an asshole. FU's like, oh yeah, you think we'll 2-0? Show you.
The Ash pick coming out from Fingers
Oh my
Up.
God. Okay.
Ivern. I like this Ivern pick. Their jungler Starhaven has a 58% win rate on Ivern over 52 played games in ranked, and he also almost has a 6.0 KDA.
That's great and all, but I'm assuming that was before the jungle changes, and these most recent jungle changes are not kind to Ivern.
Yeah, that's pretty true actually.
This is gonna be rough.
Okay. Yeah, this is another really strong bot lane. Even stronger than the Misfortune Braum, because Misfortune brand. Assuming this brand is
What's a
going bot lane,
Braum
that is.
gonna do against a... What is a Braum going to do against a brand? Are you gonna shield that pillar of flame? Like, this is rough. This is gonna be really rough.
Yeah. Like, this is already not looking great.
Unless Faker is going to come play on one of their accounts, this is going to be really rough.
Whew.
Dr.
And we see
Mundo
the Dr.
ban.
Mundo. Yeah, they do not want him on a good tank.
Will they ban Nasus? It's covered, yes, and it's locked in. The Nasus is officially banned.
Oof.
I'm interested in seeing what Derpy Cats for the win will play. His Shyvana, Xin Zhao, and Evelyn are all 3 banned.
Master Yi.
This
He
is
requires
time.
Master Yi pick.
or
Trademark.
Jungle Irelia.
It could happen. Okay, this is definitely an ultimate bravery draft point for FU, right?
Warwick. Derpy Cats
boy.
has played a ton of Warwick back in Season 7, but I have not seen him recently play it in Season 8 at all.
Yeah, if you have mastery on the champion, even though he's not as strong as before, he's definitely still a good pick if you're comfortable on him. Like, he has early ganks, he has his blood scent passive, he has a really good not point and click, but can be point blank suppression.
Yeah.
A Nivian Scion coming out from Fingers Up.
Guys, I don't know about this one.
There were some really big Scion nerfs in patch 8.10 where they really nerfed his E pretty hard. They nerfed the damage like extremely badly. So I feel like Scion's position in the top lane has fallen quite a bit.
Yeah, because Sion, like when you think of Sion, he's like this tank that does a lot of harass in lane while scaling up to be a really big engaged tank. But right now, like the harass part is kind of removed from him.
So dare I even ask, looking at these compositions, what do you guys think?
I'm gonna have to say FU with this. I feel like Anivia can really stall out 99 for a long time with her very long wave clear and will
For
allow
what?
FU.
For Ivern to scale up?
Well,
What's
well, I guess FU has a tank while 99 doesn't. I feel like late game Sion will be 99 will pretty much be one shot except for maybe the like on the side of FU they have a Sion so they won't be killed as quickly. Plus they have Braum too.
Yeah, but where does their damage come from? Like all their damage relies on Ashe and Anivia. This is like a little shaky to me.
That's an under. This is a troll draft, guys. This is the kind of draft. Like, wait a minute, hold on. Did the champ names spell something? No, they
Nah.
don't.
They were just putting all their eggs in this Ashe and Anivia, which is like, which can be a game plan. It's just really iffy to me.
They're definitely in it for the long haul, which means we are too.
Yeah. On the other hand, almost calculated, they are putting really heavy focus in their early to mid game. Like I expect to see a lot of Talia roams. Once Talia gets level 6, I want her to roam to a side lane, get this Yasuo ahead, get this Misfortune brand ahead. Compound it with this loads of CC and Forex kit. I want them to make, well, they probably will, to be honest, like really proactive early to mid game moves. Get these carries ahead, and they're pretty unstoppable if the carries are ahead.
That's a pretty big if.
I feel like this game Derpy Cats is just gonna run over Star Heaven again. I feel like the Warwick is a lot better pick than Ivern.
Yeah, I do agree.
Unless there is some crazy, wacky, meta-breaking stuff about to happen, I think that this is going to be one of those games that just grinds your spirit down slowly. And it goes to 46 minutes, but it still ends exactly the way you expect. It's too early in the season for me to be impressed, guys.
Hey, that's not depressing. It's always fun to watch.
Yeah. It was pretty fun watching Macros try to ulti Baron as Lux and miss.
I mean, he tried. There was
Yeah,
Derpy on the other team,
he-
so
He gets an A+ for effort on the Luxol.
exactly. It's the thought that counts.
If only Riot's rating algorithms took effort into account, we would all have mastery 7. All right. Well, I guess we should, since we've got time, we should do specific lane breakdowns. Let's zoom in on bot lane for a second. Misfortune and Brand against Braum and Ashe. Now, my first instinct is that this should be reasonably okay for FU. I think this is the lane that potentially goes best for FU because, yeah, Braum and Ashe are both really good kite and lockdown champions. Misfortune and Brand are both champs that kind of suffer a lack of mobility and escapes, with the exception, of course, of Misfortune's strut. But I mean, it should hypothetically be really easy to lock down Brand and kill him. On the other hand, Misfortune and Brand bring so much pure aggro and damage to the table that I think it might not matter.
Yeah, so this MF brand lane looks to do is just push and poke, push and harass. Like, both of them bring so much harass to the lane. It's really hard to dodge both a MF and a brand at the same time. Like, the bot lane on FU does have a stronger all-in potential, but they have to survive till then. And Misfortune brand just want to push. Pushing lanes is like a pretty advantageous thing in this meta, especially this patch. So I would think they would just look to push and harass.
I'm calling it right now. Brand completes Spellstone quest at like 6 minutes 30. Braum doesn't complete it till like 4 minutes. I feel like this is the kind of lane that it's really difficult to get your Relic Shield procs up to 500.
How do you guys feel about the mid matchup, Anivia versus Taliyah?
Taliyah gets a really good push early. Like, what I would think would happen is, like, early to mid game, Taliyah will just keep pushing into Anivia. Anivia has difficulty CSing under tower before level 6, but Taliyah has like a really good pushing advantage before 6. So I would think what Taliyah looks to do is just keep pushing in, force Anivia to CS under tower, and then you roam. With your passive and ultimate, it's really easy to roam. So, and this team has like such a oppressive carry top laner, so Taliyah might try to roam top to get the Yasuo ahead, or try to roam bot and coordinate a dive with the Warwick, like a 4-man dive, because MF brand will most likely push in all the time.
I think it's kind of hard to say because Anivia and Taliyah want such different results out of the mid lane that it's conceivable that there'd be a situation where they both win the lane according to their respective condition, where Taliyah is able to roam and have a big impact on the rest of the map, and Anivia is able to farm up and get the scaling going. Granted, Taliyah roaming is almost certainly going to be disastrous for the rest of FU, especially considering Ivern is the jungler. I mean, what can Ivern really do against a roaming Taliyah backed up by a jungle Warwick?
Nothing.
Yeah, it's gonna be really difficult.
I don't know. I feel like FU actually has a more healthy, well-rounded team comp, but they picked such bad champions that it might not matter.
Yeah, like, we will see how both teams execute this comp.
Like especially when you look at, oh my god, look at the 3v3 of Braum, Ashe, and jungler Ivern versus Misfortune, Brand, and jungler Warwick. What hope is for that skirmish situation for FU?
It's like a really easy dive setup for 99. Like, you get the Taliyah, you get the Warwick, and then you have a really strong pushing lane in the bot lane that can keep Ashe and Braum under tower. Like, Warwick goes in, tanks the tower, has like an unstoppable thing in his ult that can just nullify the Ashe arrow or Braum CC. It's so easy for them to just dive over and over this Ashe and Braum. I'm not too sure like what an Anivia and Ivern can do to stop that.
True. Oh man. And I mean, I feel like like you said, the fact that FU has tanks and 99 doesn't really means that hypothetically FU should have the better 5v5, but I don't know, man. This seems really rough. Like, this is the sort of if I had this comp in solo queue, I would be demoralized from the beginning. All right, so with that, we're going to, without further ado, take you to game 2. We'll see you afterwards, guys. Take it, casters.
All right, guys, welcome back to game 2. I want to see it. Give us a hashtag FU win or hashtag 99win, but I think we know who is favored. All right, whoa, before we even get started, we have a spicy invade going on from FU. Just half a ward killed. Good job, guys. Go home. Send the troops out. We're done here.
I mean, if our analysts have not said it enough, these team comps are very different in their nature. I mean, 99 basically kind of built comp around solo queue comfort champions and basically doing their own thing, while FU are kind of playing that more team-oriented comp, which I respect wholly. Now they really just have to execute on it. They have to be able to protect the Ashe. They have to protect the Anivia with that 2 and a support tank line. I mean, both the jungler and the support have already taken Guardians, so there's a start for them as well. So we'll have to see how this game goes, but
yeah, definitely FU's almost entire win condition is forcing them into a choke point and throwing out the ultimate from Anivia. It's pretty much the entire win condition of their team.
So something interesting with the new jungle changes in 8.10 is the fact that Ivan actually did get nerfed, because the jungle camps do not give you as much XP as before, and now you have to really fight over that Rift Scholar. And for Ivan, that's not good, because you can't take Rift Scholar.
Yeah, you can.
Well, I mean, you make friends with it and stuff, and you gotta wait like 20 seconds. So
yeah, it's fine. You can smite it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so, but it also kind of wastes some of your smiting player if you're gonna be counter jungling. But I mean, we do kind of see.
They did make it a little more work to actually take the Scholar,
yes.
Get some golden experience out of it, so it's not just a useless grab. That sometimes lets you see where you are. But we have Reg showing his dominance once again. Hits at level 2, wants to go in, gets Delirium down to about 200 health.
But I mean, it's gonna be the same thing as last game. Delirium's just gonna get bullied by a Get Wrecked. It's not that great of a lane. Even he's gonna have to get a few armor items, and even then, it's gonna be pretty tough for him. But I do think 99 have the distinct advantage in basically all of the lanes in the early game. I mean, we're seeing it right now already in most of these lanes. And once Talia and Bullets buddy up and start to roam, it's going to be pretty devastating if FU does not kind of prevent that from happening.
Alright, the smash is a bit misguided, I guess. But I think Delirium has a better chance of making an impact in the bot lane if he wants to just set up a... Once they're level 6, we send the V-Bar. Just get that ultimate up, send out the arrow, and let the Scion come crashing in, and that's pretty much a guaranteed kill no matter how you look at it.
Oh, that sucks.
Starhaven's just making some friends in the mid lane, saying hello, gonna walk by, throw out some Qs, and dash away.
That's really...
But you have the wolf on your trail, slowly following up and knocking Tristan down to the bot lane.
Yeah, there's probably absolutely no way Starhaven can duel Derpy. I don't
No. Just
think.
no.
Yeah, there's no way.
Just no. Ivern's not gonna walk up to that little puppy and pet. All right, that dog's gonna tear up its tree. All right, there's nothing else that can happen.
Is that why we got lumberjack skins?
That is why we invented lumberjack skins to take out Ivern.
Interesting.
But, as neither one of these champs have decided to have a lumberjack skin. Although I think it'd be a great idea to get Ivern a lumberjack skin. It'd be kind of
That'd be twisted.
It'd be twisted, but I kind of like it. I don't know. Let's make it happen. Okay.
So something interesting to note is the fact that Ocean Drake is now the first dragon, and this is actually pretty viable for both teams if you consider kind of the conditions. We do see Starhaven in the top lane, but little does he know that he's spotted on a wood.
I think he's kind of figured it out now. He threw out the cone, but since he didn't see anything, he assumed it wasn't warded. But once Gets Rex sees the cone go out, he can just ward up, knowing you're free for the next 2 minutes, 3 minutes, however it looks.
But I mean, this top lane is already going pretty bad for Delirium. There's not much you can do in this matchup, but back to the Ocean Drake, I feel like both teams can probably take it and benefit it somewhat well. Definitely.
Yeah, everyone benefits from the Ocean Drake, especially
Yeah,
if it's
definitely.
10 minutes.
I mean, like, these laning phases are probably going to be pretty extended, I feel like. Unless 99 feel like they want to just keep running around the map.
One kill goes over to the bot lane, and that's the end of the laning phase. That's pretty much how their snowball is going to go out.
I guess so. But
That's how I feel. If one kill goes down there, that's it. They're just going to stand and run through the entire map rampant.
so there's not much to say here other than Anivia and Ash are looking just to foam up. They want to avoid any conflict because their counterparts are a bit stronger than them in the early game. They especially once they start getting items, they have the advantage in both the mid lane and the bot lane. But
Starhaven looking down the bot lane, not gonna hit anyone tangled. Have
I
to
think
shield, walk away, a lollipop, and lick me later.
I think he's 0 for 4 with those root collars. I haven't seen him hit one yet, but I don't know. Hopefully
okay.
he'll be able to. Hopefully he'll be able to hit some late in the game. But
See, that's the good part about Ivern. You just kind of prep your jungle camps, and once go back, Winter's Bite just misses completely, and the root just misses as well. What? You had a flash engage. No. Yes, a flash engage with the Dawson. You missed everything.
wow.
Macro Starhaven, please.
That was very ambitious by both of those members trying to get a they were trying to get a very low percentage play getting off because both of them had flash and they had heal up. I mean, like they would have burned the summoners, yes, but that probably went the worst it could have gone. They
I actually think that play could have gone pretty well as long as the root collar and the Winter's Bite landed. You would have 2 roots up, and they can't flash out from all of them.
yeah.
Ram probably would have gone down because he has no mana. But he throws out the Ignite anyway in that scenario. I don't know why that happened. That's questionable.
Panic button.
Ah! Ignite! I'm already on fire, but yeah. I could have just E'd you for the same effect.
Oh.
And ultimate going down on the Crusher Limb, force the flash out.
Oh my god.
Might be going down, looking for that tower dive. And the ultimate getting pretty greedy. What have you done? Delirium!
I think
Dives back in for first blood.
I think that was a misclick. Oh, I think he was trying to plan to hit the Yasuo under turret and then get his passive off to kill the Yasuo, but the Yasuo actually ends up walking away and then walking back when he sees Delirium charging at him. So, but I think that's what his plan was, but it didn't work out as well as it
wasn't
could have.
at all. It was misaimed, mistimed. You waited. You kind of hesitated if you wanted to make that play, and that was it.
Oh. Wow, this Anivia does no damage right now.
No, Nivea does nothing before 35 minutes.
Yeah,
really.
I mean, if
Not
there's
to
one
that
good-
extent, but you know, you get my point.
I mean, if there's one good news for FU in this game is that they have really good stall tactics. Anivia and an Ashe, plus, I mean, even Ivan.
Therapy. Macros and just root collar fire lands, but Winter's Bite still misses. It's fine. It's whatever. You throw out the wall. We don't know why. Warwick has no projectiles. Okay. He walks away. It's the second one.
I like how I like the trust between the members of FU. The fact that Makos did not think that Evan would hit that. The trust is definitely there, and that's probably something that's gonna be one of the unfortunate parts of FU. But
I would also like to point out this run for Macros was a good attempt and went much better than in last time, which was last game where he left and resulted in a double kill and his ADC dying by himself too. So it was a better attempt. I like seeing the productivity.
yeah, we're gonna see this exactly.
Roja taking a bit damage, but Macros is back to save the day. Lands this Winter's Bite, might get the down, and that should be a kill. Going over to Roja. Trying to take out Aki as well. No, he's just kind of trying to run away. Not going to throw out the ultimate just yet. And some Blazing Pressure comes out, but we also have a TP coming out from Get Wrecked. He's going to come in and wreck him up as he dashes through the minions and does not do it quite yet. He's a little late. All right. Winter's Bite misses, but it's fine. It's whatever. He's got the wind wall, and there's a tornado. That was it.
I actually don't
That
know
was
what's happening.
almost climatic.
I actually don't know what's happening here because Misfortune had bullet time and did not choose to use it.
I know, that was a little weird.
And also the fact that the positioning of Roja and macros was really awkward there because I like Roja flashed forward thinking that the concussive blows would not be enough with his autos, but ends up killing Brand. But unfortunately, oh, here's the mid lane. But
I mean, that was a good pick. That's what they needed to do. They shouldn't have really tried to pick on Aki anymore because he has the bullet time up, and they try to dive on a tower, he just throws that out. But we have Derpy Cat Bait, and gets Brand entrance to the game. Ultimate lands onto Roja, gets the surprise, bullet time down, double kill coming over Aki, and that start having going down for good measure too. Derpy Cat's getting something for his time. And that's the first tower over to 99.
That was a really nice infinite duels coming out from Dopey, but also the fact that Macros put his wall in the completely wrong direction to block the bullet time, ends up killing his 80 carry plus him as well, and I guess even his jungler, but that was a really nice roam coming down from Dingo on the latter half that does get the assist just to give him a little bit of pocket gold, and Nivea's going to be farming happily in this mid lane, but not much of a gold advantage actually, not being able to...
You should have expected that. Last game, same time, we have a full 4-man in the bot lane, not knowing exactly where to go, and get Red dodges out of the knockup, throws out the wind wall just because. Just showing his oppression in the top lane, and as he's up by almost 50 CS, it is quite ridiculous as the last breath goes on to Delirium, getting out the ultimate, but not actually getting too much damage from the knockup as he goes in once again. Dashing in and out, slowly dying more to minions than to anything else.
It's really entertaining to see how aggressive Get Wrecked gets because he's pushing the line here.
He doesn't care.
He is getting there very soon, but eventually he does get this turret. And what was only a 500 gold advantage last game has now transitioned to a 3,000k gold as a difference from. I don't know how I'm wording this right now. I'm gonna be honest, but 500 gold last game, and it's 3k at the same time in this game. So we can kind of see where this game's already heading.
Get Rex up there like one man, betrayed by his country, just taking it up on the world by himself.
I actually don't know if Delirium knows what boots are, because you would think against the Yasuo, who only does damage using autos, you would get a ninja. Okay.
Ooh, Coco, what you doing, Bobby? Oh. On the wrong side of the wall there. Unfortunate, but we did have to get a play down in the bot lane as an unsuspected death rush Coco walks into.
That was really nice from Still Having a nice setup, but also the fact that
But Get Wrecked is here to save the day. 4-man against Daisy. Get Wrecked should take the ball down both time, only 8 members at the time. But the infinite address slams right onto Roja. And that's back rows coming down just 1 moment later, and Star Heaven probably is going down for the cut later, but Aki is the last one standing. Looks the later wall's coming in just in time to stop Star Heaven to get away. Nowhere left to go, Candyman.
That was a really nice capitalize on the fact that they were all trying to get greedy for the turret while not having a turret themselves. It was 3 members, but really the only person that does damage is Roja, so not much that you can do when 4 members come running at you, but I do have to say, once again, that was really nice setup from Still Heaven. They had the pink ward, as you see, Brand taking it right now. But also the fact that Coco kind of walked in a completely wrong direction there. He walked into them after he got caught out, which is kind of unfortunate.
A little bit, but they weren't able to capitalize, taking, like, the 4-man worked out so well. So, you know, let's throw a new concept. Let's just send the whole 5-man down there and see what happens. I mean, Coco did just die, but we feel like we're still in a priority possession to actually take it. We have our Aki, who has so much damage right now. It's kind of ridiculous, and we still don't have any boots. Delirium. At this point, you were able to back. You bought the crystal.
No. He's had that. He hasn't backed yet.
Thought he backed at the death. Either way, crystal. Talking about crystals, the arrow lands right on Coco once. Delirium getting caught under the tower, going to get the redemption down, get some health back. And that's a good pick coming for FU. Let's see if they want to capitalize it on any form, maybe push out this tower. Maybe we kind of pull back and send some of the Rift Heralds. I don't know. I'm not the captain.
I think Victor is probably the best choice here, especially if they're going to be missing abilities like that. But that was really nice. Coco
If
playing.
we're A-ramming, you know.
Yeah, I mean, who needs other lanes? A-Ram is the best way to play League of Legends, right? So Summoner's Rift is.
Fully agree. Get wrecked getting CC under there. Gonna get stunned up once again, right in time for the last breath. Not to be able to land, but flash out. One more auto kills him. Ivern gets the kill, Starhaven, and that Winion takes him out. I watched it. Oh my god.
Oh my god. That fight could have gone either way. That was actually really insane. But you saw the amount of CC, the fact that the amount of CC FU has. It's lockdown. You will not be able to move until you're basically 100 HP. Well, Get Left tried to get out, but was not able to do it in the end. And now
he tried to get out 3 times. Get Wrecked was stuck there. And what took him down at the very last moment was one last minion auto slowly trailing back to him. And that was it. That was the highlight of my entire... That was highlight of the series for me, okay? That was the best moment.
But, yeah, Coco's been playing really aggressively this game, stepping up when he really shouldn't, and now he's died 3 times because of just the carelessness. But...
He's cocky. He feels like he can win, and at the reverse, they probably feel like they can take on a Game 3 if it comes to that.
Yeah.
Coco is 0-3, but for a brand support, that's not that bad. You don't even care if you're dead. As long as you threw out your one rotation of your spells, you're like, gone. Coco does not matter. We are asexual jumpers. But...
oh, man, but...
brand is a he. I got that. That's all that matters. Let's go.
that was very true, I guess. I mean, wait, hold on. Can he be considered a male if he's just a fiery being?
Well, you go down and try to check it.
Let's see. Please, I'm not doing that.
Let's see how your face looks afterwards, and you give me a status report. While you go do that, we're gonna watch some primetime ARAM while we have Derpycats taking on the Rift Herald by himself.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised that FU didn't take Rift Herald. That was a really good time to take it, but I mean, who needs... Summoner's Rift is basically ARAM, but you gotta choose your champions. Easy. There we go. We don't need other lanes.
Neither one of these really succeeded in the ARAM top. We got Celia, that's... Celia not key. And Coco, once again, is the prime victim of the arrow. This time has the stopwatch, trying to get safe. Most time landing onto 3 members. Not doing quite enough, though. We have Macros in the backline saving up for that shield as we have Get Wrecked doing what he can, but getting stunned up over and over. Stunned up, CC, thrown down, and just Macros getting away with no help whatsoever. Double kill coming out from Grant on the backside of the fight.
Okay, the fight does not look to be over as Anivia and...
Trent's Jason. Bird's gonna find the prey.
But that's... I mean, I don't know what 19 are doing. They're fighting on FUs to a 5v5 full-on team fight, and they're trying to dive the carries of FU. But I mean, there's a reason why they built this comp. It's to protect the carries. So even if you dive onto them, you're not going to do much. We saw Get Wrecked trying to get on the Anivia, but the Braum stun, the Anivia stun, and basically just everything that could go wrong there went wrong for Get Wrecked, and he wasn't able to do anything. So we can kind of see FU shining with the team comp right now, and 99 struggling to do anything other than ARAM.
Yes. Our top laner died 1 too many times, as 2 is the limit for Yasuo's. Obviously. I mean, not in my games, but obviously 2 is the limit. We're going to claim lag now and say the game's bugged. Alright?
Yeah,
I mean, he is 2k above his lane opponent, but that's nothing, obviously. That's not 60 CS up at 18 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty insane on the impact of both top laners right now, because Sion did a lot in that fight, while Yasuo ran in and died. So there's a difference in kind of how these players, the impact on this game, especially for their score and form, and the amount of gold they have. It's pretty insane. Oh, he's learned what boots is, though. He's got boots.
He's got boots. He's got boots. He's got 2 claws. All right. This is the key moment of the Yasuo main. We died. We were wrecking, then we died. GG, team's fault. We're out of here.
Oh my god.
In the moment, let's see. How are we doing, guys? Hashtag FU win. Hashtag 99 win. Jeez. I think we know who favored, but FU is keeping a strong standpoint right now. They actually have a solid there. Nivea is getting where she needs to be. She's getting strong in that tier stacking. Once that's completed, she's going to be one formidable force that you really can't do anything about, especially in these choke points like the jungle. She throws her ultimate, and there's no one that can touch her. Get Wrecked is the only one really walking back by there, and even he doesn't even want to be back there. He just gets stuns up CC with the Ivory and the Braum, and that's just nowhere left to go.
This is kind of unfortunate. The fact that Nivea only has 440 stacks out of 750, which is quite weird for a Nivea at 18 minutes. I don't think he's stacking as much as he can, which is going to delay his power spike once he gets that Archangel. Well, once he gets that Self Embrace. So we're going to see kind of a weakness from Trent, a little bit longer than you'd expect out of a Nivea, but it should be fine with the team fights that are going their way. But I mean, we also do kind of have the fact that Aki first built Essence Weaver, which, if you're looking for damage, is not what you would expect if you're looking for damage. Like this Misfortune typically builds like straight on damage items to supplement her ulti, which would be from what I've seen, it is Infinity Edge into Essence Weaver into like a crit item, but Essence Weaver first kind of does not help that case as the damage is kind of lacking out.
And we have pretty much the first productive play FU has made this entire series, objective-wise. Takes out a Drake for themselves. Mountain Drake way better than this puny Ocean Drake on the side of 99.
I mean, they were able to pick up a Cloud Drake last game, but did not do much.
No.
Yeah.
That only helped them run faster to their death.
That's one way to put it, I guess.
Your movement speed is great, okay? It helps you die fast.
I want to see what this Warwick places the Rift Herald, though, because I would guess it's the mid lane, right? But with the Anivia just sitting there, you know, it's going to be really hard, especially even with that Rift Herald. I mean, it can probably one-shot the turret, but still probably going to be risky.
I still want to see Sion back in his side lane. I feel like Delirium, once he's kind of down, at least, this is the only point I've seen him. But once he's down, he's like, no, I can't handle the lanes anymore. I'm going to ARAM with my team. I need to see you back in the side lane showing some control. I don't care if you go past your ward line. At least set up the ward line and push to it.
Yeah, it's really weird because he becomes kind of like a support, like doesn't get farm and just kind of sits there. Except he doesn't have a support item to give him income, so he's basically his entire income comes out of kills and assists, which is not that great for a tank because you kind of need to get tanky to become a tank.
I mean, we got boots. We're fine now, right? Totally,
yes.
We're good. I mean, even we have Derpy Cats actually putting the side lanes where they need to be for a team. Setting up that pressure, not needed in the mid lane, knows that, and is able to pull off of like a solid 1-4, relatively. I mean, you're against a Nivea in the mid lane, so you can't split up too much, or Nivea's just going to push you way harder than you can.
Yeah, I mean, Nivea's not going to really let him.
By himself, but any more than Nivea's just going to walk it over.
Nivea is not going to let them push this mid lane, but this is where 99 has to start split pushing. Like Yasuo, once he gets his IE, he's going to be basically oh wait, this is actually a really good play coming up.
An ultimate into Griselle, but the wall's going to separate the rest of the team. He is by himself, but Daisy gets to jump over the wall. Send out support, gets the kill for Starhaven. All right, Daisy. Right on his crystal arrow lands on 2. Not the right crystal, but you get what I mean. Crystal arrow. Get wrecked. It doesn't secure the kill, but that it is. Digno going down to Trent.
Watch the top lane, as top lane is going to be pushed by Derpy. TP is going to come out, but
Derpy doesn't care anymore.
yeah, but I mean, once again, we do see Coco mispositioning. He got engaged by Delirium. I mean, he was kind of fall back, but he did get engaged on by Delirium and was the key factor in losing 2 on the side. Derpy making the best out of a bad situation, getting the top lane turret by summoning the Rift Herald, and then also getting half HP on the inhib turret. But kind of unfortunate that he was not there, but I do not think he would have changed much.
All right. The wave is finally at a point where Delirium feels safe enough to walk to that side of the map and press the lane up. We have finally made it there. We're doing great. Progress is happening. We're making progress. Derpy Cat, on the other hand, doing great for his team, pushing up, threatening his waves, taking down that top inhibitor tower, almost down to nothing.
Delirium is building armor against a team that have that has 2 AP damages. And one of
Essentially
them
3 if you count the
Yeah.
percent damage coming out from Warwick, which is most of his damage, especially to Scion. We have the Crystal Arrow lands right onto Digno. Going to take him out quickly, and that's Trent getting himself another kill. That is their last hope of the American dream for this bird. He's not using the American skin that I tried.
Well, I mean, we saw FU. FU was not able to capitalize on Ash last game, but they were able to do it now. And Dingo using cleanse early. He actually used it very early, but even the 65%.
Bullet time getting stopped right up from that Resident the rest just taking him out, not losing too much health as he takes the ultimate back with him. Will take him down quite low, but not enough to kill him. They're out the winners. But okay, we're gonna take out another recaller, forcing flash out from Trent, and no one's gonna dive into the tower for this. We're gonna get away just fine and dandy. No return kills back from Digno.
So, you played AWAM, right?
I've definitely played AWAM.
Okay.
I mean,
So
if I haven't, I would just watch this and feel just as fine.
Yeah. So my question is, how long do AWAM games usually last? Because
If you're me, 40 minutes.
okay, 40 minutes. Okay, so the game will end in around 50 minutes. So.
Star
You guys
player in
ready?
that last game, I definitely was that bronze shield, taking up the entire width of the bullet time.
That was
Nothing
really
else
nice.
going around.
That was a really nice shield from Macros. That was really well timed, and he actually didn't even die because of it as well. His shield actually blocked some of the Warwick ulti damage.
Gets
That was
lynched by, and the Glacier Pressure is stuck over the wall, but that's just enough to take the entire Crystal Arrow to the face by Get Wrecked. Gonna take out 2 kills, getting over 1 kill, start happening 1 over to Trent, gonna take out the tower. No, Coco, you're almost next to go down. Double kill coming out for Trent. Take him down, walk it down lane, boys. You're finally gonna win this ARAM map. Take out the mid tower, finally. Your first tower of the game, you earned it.
Looks like they're going to be pushing for the second one, and they probably can be able to. But once again, why are 99 playing the AWAM game? And I mean, I do have to say that FU is actually just
nice. Are they going to go for the Baron play? No wards whatsoever around the map, but they do have a top wave crashing into them. Where's it going to go from here? I hope they threaten it. They are going for it. Yes, FU showing some prime time.
Derpy is up right now.
Derpy is up right now.
Okay,
We also have Get Wrecked if you wanted to make it. If Get Wrecked wanted to TP down to the top lane and just press out that tower while they're going about this, and the bullet time's not going to get it up and gets knocked up by
wow.
Baron. What? He not expecting that.
That is terrible. Oh,
Okay.
my God. So, well, FU is now in the first lead of this, for the first time in this game, well, the first time for them in this game being in the lead, and I actually don't know what 99 are doing. They're just kind of playing the game that FU want, and FU playing that Ashe and Anivia pick really well, especially with the Scion. Those Ashe arrows coming out from Roja are just spot on, and Trent just being able to wall off with William charging in is pretty great, but we do see...
Whoa, that's a second Ocean Drake coming up the side of 99. Okay, once it starts getting to the second and third, that actually starts becoming pretty scary. It's like jokably laughing at 1, but 2 and 3 are nothing to joke about.
But I mean,
taking
it's also weird because I mean, Ocean Drake is not going to do much for 99 in these fights, at least, because these fights are just clean cut 5v5s. People are going to die, and that's the end of the team fight. Ocean Drake is not going to do much, but I mean, I guess there has been poke damage coming out from like Anivia and stuff, but
maybe an Ashe with the volley.
yeah.
But also, I want to put out another point. They have a 4-1 going on, but we have Scion holding the mid lane, where at the very least it should be Anivia. But I guess we're going to press out the bot lane. But that's it. But another Crystal Arrow landing right on Derpy Cats. That's a wall going up. You're not going anywhere, says Roja.
Well, I just don't understand why 99 are just disrespecting the Ashe arrow. It's yeah. I mean, that Ashe arrow is used for a reason, and that's to catch people out. But they made a choice, right? You either defend the turret or you don't, and then they did both.
Bullet time landing right on, getting it onto the roof collar. Going to shut him up, going to force a flash up from Maki as he lives with 50 health.
I have no idea what's happening in this game. 99
FU have just turned it around, gonna take their base away piece by piece. Doing once again, and that's the side of the mid landing right on Coco. Not where you want to be, boy. Right still, boy. Trent's getting himself another kill. Ashe is going off this game. These arrows are so much better than they were last game. I'm so glad they're able to turn around, make this pick work. As we are now pressing up the base with just a bit of Baron left to go.
Yeah, we had questions about this Ashe in the first game as it wasn't doing much.
Another arrow. That thing's on a 54-second cooldown at this. That is just up every almost a minute. You heard me. But so that is game 2 going over to Fingers Up. GG, well played, boys. I am so proud of you.
Yeah, Fingers Up
Making the
playing.
Ivern work. Who
Yeah,
mocked it? It doesn't matter. Okay.
Fingers Up playing that team comp pretty well, actually. I have no. They've actually enticed 99 to play their game, which encouraged them to win, but unfortunate for them. But we're going to game 3.
Over to their ADC. Roja actually going off this game 7-2 and 8. All right, let's send it on over to our analysts to see what they think about the game. Head on over, boys.
1-1s. Nope.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Okay, well, that was an interesting game from Fingers Up and 99. Originally, 99 had the lead, but Fingers Up managed to make a impressive comeback and take the win.
What a game. I honestly did not see this 1-1 coming. After the first game, totally expected it would be an easy 2-0, especially with the draft that FU drafted this game. I did not see it working, but it actually worked.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with FU's ability to come back. Like, the Scion was down so much CS, he got killed. I really didn't see them coming back at all.
Yeah, this game from the drafts and like the strength of length of like the 3 lanes, basically FU is saying we're putting all our eggs in the basket of our mid and bot lanes, and they did manage to execute that team comp, which was pretty impressive to me because S 99 had a much easier win condition, which is basically win lane win game, and they did win lane, but they didn't manage to win game, unfortunately.
Well, I guess we're going into game 3. Do you think they'll do you think Get Wreck Scrub MLG will still pick the Yasuo, or do you think he'll go back to the Ribbon pick from game 1?
I think he clearly prioritizes Riven because in game 1 when both were not banned, he chose the Riven. So but I don't see Riven getting through the banning phase anymore after that game 1. So I would still expect a Yasuo, but maybe he would pick up another champion. Just maybe. Like,
What do you
I
think?
honestly just have no words. I literally don't know what to say anymore.
What do you think went wrong with 99? How did they manage to lose their lead?
I think it's really just execution of the team comp outside of the laning phase because they were supposed to transition win lane to win game, but then they made a lot of mistakes in the mid game when it was basically an ARAM. Like, so
No macro play.
like Get Scrub MLG was so ahead of the Yasuo on the Yasuo that like the Scion just couldn't stay in the side lane by himself without getting wrecked, basically. But they did take advantage of that fact and put Yasuo in the side lane and like force multiple people to answer him while his team take neutral and more objectives. They just tried to force fights in the mid lane, which gave FU a chance to get back into the game. And I think it's just a misunderstanding of their win condition, which is supposed to be really simple, just win lane and transition your lane advantages to like take objectives. Instead, they piled up in the mid lane, gave FU a chance to get back into the game. I think in game 3 they need to like clear this, and they need to make use of the very oppressive top laner in Garrett Scrub MLG and actually like let him split push, let him draw pressure.
Okay, Get Wrecked Scrub MLG needs to make good use of Get Wrecked Scrub MLG because there is so much overconfidence. The number of times that Get Wrecked would run in on those team fights and just get demolished instantly. Like, it really was the stereotypical portrait of the silver tier hard carry. Yasuo man. Like, I didn't have access to the team chat, but I definitely, it's not hard for me to imagine, come on, guys, no backup. GG, this team. I think Get Wrecked dropped the ball, honestly. That's my opinion.
That is also true. When you're a Yasuo and you're really ahead, what you want to do is stick in a side lane, keep killing the Sion over and over until people come to you, and then ward up the jungle area nearest to you and just back up when you draw pressure so your team can do something elsewhere. What you don't want to do is pile up in the mid lane and ARAM and try to 1v5 with a Yasuo. And he just chose the wrong thing to do.
Definitely also need to put Coco on blast for really questionable brand positioning there. I mean, with the ARAM mode that was happening, literally all Coco needed to do was wait for Braum's shield to be on cooldown and then throw an ulti into the cluster. And that was literally all that needed to happen. And Coco kept getting caught out before that could happen. Like, credit where credit is due. I need to give props to FU for landing that CC, but...
I'm interested to see how 99's composition will change this game. Will they finally draft a tank for their top laner or maybe jungler, or will they still stick with the full damage comp?
I mean, honestly, I don't think it would be the worst thing in the world for... I don't think it would be the worst thing in the world, honestly, for 99 to just Coco on Leona and build tanky that way. I feel like that is more than anything what could help if you really don't want to lose the hard carry top laner in Get Wrecked Scrub. Because the fact of the matter is, as good as Get Wrecked is, and as good as Derpy Cats is, there's not much hard tankiness in their champion pools.
Yeah, that is true. They don't have a really strong engaged tank that they can use. But also you don't really want to put Get Wrecked Scrub MLG on a tank because he's basically the carry for this team.
Yeah, it'd kind of just be a waste. See, this is where you between weeks of matches go up to Digno and say, "Suck it up, you're learning to play Gallia." Just they need something. Like, honestly, at this point, it really does seem like their most viable option is going to be to put Coco on Leona. But that got banned game 1. Who can say whether it'll happen again game? And it's worth noting that FU doesn't really even need to ban Leona. They can just pick her out too, because that's another comfort pick for macros.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
I don't know what 99 is going to do. And honestly, now that I see this problem, I don't understand how FU isn't just pressing this advantage and wrecking their junk. But maybe it's cracked now. Maybe FU is going to do the same thing again as they did in Game 2, but do it earlier in Game 3 and pull something out. I don't know. Uh-oh. That's no good.
Who's jungle again?
Derpy?
Oh.
Wait. The other one? It is Star Heaven. Yeah. I can't even talk correctly right now, guys. I swear, this series has been going on for 17 years. Ah, well. We are waiting on a player from 99 who DC. Hopefully they will be back soon. Wait, no, not 99. From FU. Hey. So, I guess the biggest question is, does FU first pick Braum again?
How much did you think was the Brahms work in their success in the last game?
Not enough to justify the first pick.
Yeah, I think it was like pretty good. It helped, but I wouldn't say it was good enough to first pick in. Yeah. I feel like he could have picked another champion and maybe done the same thing. Like with an Alistar or something.
Yeah. Something like that. I mean, here's what I don't understand about Fingers Up. If they were gonna first pick their support anyway, why for the love of God would they not put Macros on Morgana?
Yeah, that is my question too. Morgana easily Macro's best champion, and it was not banned in the last game.
Yeah. It's weird. It's 2 games now that they've given up an opportunity to get Macros on Morgana. Because while it was banned in Game 1, it wasn't banned out until the second phase of ban. Alright, and we are now getting into draft, so let's see what the teams are actually going to learn, if anything. Once again, guys, for those of you just joining us, this is Game 3 now of a 1-to-1 tied-up series between almost calculated 99 and Fingers Up FU. Very quickly, we've seen the first few bans come down. Ooh. Looks like Fingers Up is doing exactly what they've been doing. They're going to keep throwing those bans at Derpy Cats. 99 is finally going to ban out the Morgana. First phase.
Must have been listening to us.
You know what? They could use the advice. So, you're welcome.
Same 3 bans from FU.
There's the Leona.
First pick.
Who called it?
They are listening to
called
us,
it?
I swear.
They really have to be. Okay, good job, guys. I am now the coach for 99. And also FU. They are listening! Holy crap, guys. This is... Okay, I'm coaching 99 now, and PK is going to be coaching FU.
Alright. Next pickup from FU.
They are
listening!
listening!
Right here.
The priority on the ribbon.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, or maybe I just called it.
This is the proudest moment of my entire life right now. I will warn Coco. I'm an Alistar man. I'm gonna be brutal. Don't suck.
Dude, I'm drafting better for these teams than for teams.
For real. For real. Hey, Shyvana! The pick is finally happening. Derpy Cats is like, heard you were talking shit. Oh, man. This is gonna be interesting.
Maokai.
Hey, they are listening. I'm so excited. They're finally doing okay, or maybe this is let's make the casters look like idiots again, and they are going to basically purposely suck on all the picks that we recommend.
Hey, the Shyvana is picked up.
Yeah.
She's
The
been
MF being
banned.
taken away.
Yeah, we have to see if Aki does just as well on a pick that's not called Zaya or MF.
We will have to see. Hey, Aki has a narrow pool, but it's not that. Oh, Aki also has Jin and Varus.
Talia
really
taken
wanna-
off the table.
If you really want to blast from the past, I think Aki could play Quinn. Aki shouldn't play Quinn, but
Okay.
Aki can.
Quinn is underrated, dude.
Yeah, in the top lane maybe.
And the mid lane. Haha.
Yeah. I would rather jungle Quinn than ADC Quinn, to be honest. That's not an exaggeration. Then again, what do I know? I play support Malphite. There. Okay, I get how it is. We're gonna throw out 3 picks that are exactly what you want, and then we're gonna troll you by picking Ivern again.
Pretty much. Yeah. They are basically running the same type of comp. We have to see what their mid laner goes. Might be falling back on the Anivia, we don't know yet. But a control mage coming out from 99.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 99 is running a traditional wombo combo. Because so far, all of them have ultimates with AoE, damage, or CC.
And a Kaisa.
Picture this.
This is
Leona.
this is the latest pick of Kaisa I've ever seen. Because
Leona stuns all of them. Orianna clumps them all together. Riven wind slashes them, and then Shyvana dragon flights them into a wall. Dead. Pentakill.
and a Kaisa, this is like a really late pick Kaisa because usually especially in competitive, Kaisa is like early picked or banned. But not sure if Aki is just like not that comfortable on Kaisa, that's why like it took him so long to consider it, or they're just saving it for some reason.
I mean, Aki has played Kaisa more than they've played Misfortune, so we'll have to see. All right, let's talk lane breakdowns. I mean, Maokai into Riven, this is exactly what we've wanted across Delirium to do since game 1. Just give up on beating Get Wrecked in lane.
And just play for the team, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Jungle? I guess we're gonna have to see Derpy's Shyvana. I don't think I've ever seen that. We know that Star Heaven can reliably hit about 1 out of every 7 skill shots on Ivern. So I feel like I've got to give it to Derpy out of hand. just saying. Then Xerath into Orianna. Honestly, I have to say I don't know this matchup. Anyone want to weigh in?
Xerath outranges Orianna, so it might be a little difficult, but also, like, I think Orianna brings more to the table than Xerath, because both of them are basically immobile mages, but Orianna can bring a really powerful AoE ultimate, while Xerath has to just like stay out of the fight, stay at a safe position so he can like output damage. He does have like 2 abilities that could stun, but they are not as reliable as the Orianna ulti, and also not like an AoE control like Orianna ulti.
Yeah. So it kind of seems like Xerath should do really, really well pre-6. And then have a harder time.
Who do you guys
Bot
think?
lane. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Win? Position do you think will win come late game? I'm gonna put my bet on FU, just because they have a Maokai and an Alistar. They heal so much in the late game, and Riven falls off.
Well, I think this is a pretty traditional team fighter comp versus pick comp, because FU, just with how it all comes together, with Alistar being the peel machine that Alistar is, Maokai just having so many tools for both peel and just catching people out, and Xerath being able to snipe with basically his entire kit, and Ash's arrow. FU is definitely a pick comp. I think if both teams make it through to late game, it's definitely going to be a situation where 99 wants to group and fight the whole team, and FU is going to be doing everything they can to try to scatter 99. So I don't know if in my opinion it's going to be as clear cut as one team or the other being stronger. I think they both want really different things, and whichever team can manipulate the flow of the combat to suit their own ends is going to do better.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I'm gonna put my bet on Almost Calculated, because they got Riven and Shyvana. Like, this game's over.
And they have a tank. They have a tank this time, which is something they haven't had enough so far. So it can only go uphill from here. It can only go up from here. Oh, hey. This is gonna be, and I'm saying this without a trace of irony, I think this is actually fun.
Agreed.
Alistar Ashe versus Leona Kai'Sa. I feel like Alistar and Ashe should have a slight edge. Because, like, when you're Alistar, obviously you have your WQ combo to get to the enemy and knock them up instantly. But that's not really your best case scenario. Your best case scenario is being able to walk up and Q them and save your W for whatever you want to do next. The thing with Leona is that basically everything that she wants to do, short of blowing her whole ultimate, is going to rely on her entering Alistar's Q ring. So I feel like Leona's going to have trouble engaging in the 2v2 scenario in bot lane. And I think that it is a dangerous enough, Alistar and Ashe are a dangerous enough combination that they should be able to get ahead pre-6. Now, I think the 3v3 with adding in the jungler into the mix, Shyvana, Kai'Sa, Leona should beat Ivern, Ashe, Alistar.
Yeah.
But it's really gonna, oh my god. In the 4, better jungler wins, lol. I hate how often in this series I've had to just be like, we'll see, but we'll see.
Same, dude. Same.
Who do you guys think has been the best, or the most important player, rather, over the past 2 games?
Get wrecked. Both teams have had to play around him.
Yeah, I think 99 really lives and dies by him.
Yeah.
When he makes successful proactive plays across the map, they win game 1. When he fails to make proactive plays and just like did not translate his lane lead into a game lead, they lose a game too.
Get Rex Scrub is my favorite player. I love watching him play. When he gets a pentakill, I think yes. When he gets killed, I think no.
It sounds like a good coffee pasta.
It is. It is. Have you not heard of that? It's actually one of my favorite copy pastas of recent years. I'll link it to you later. It's fun.
Whoops.
Oh my gosh. Oh my. Man, did Riot make the spectator delay like 20 minutes long in 8-10 or something? Because I feel like it never takes this long to get into game.
It's always some. This 3-minute spectator delay has always been so gap that we as amateur league casters or analysts have to fill.
Well, it used to be worse. It used to be that the casters had to go all game and then talk through the whole gap. So,
That's
you're welcome,
why.
casters. You're welcome.
That's why we are here as analysts.
And we use the term analysts very loosely. I feel like I go back and I listen to myself on the analyst desk, and I'm like, oh man, I sound like those douchebags on morning talk radio. Or maybe I'm the only one who listens to morning talk radio, which
I
is
don't.
fine.
Not gonna lie, I
don't-
know.
Don't. It's pretty awful.
Alright, I'm gonna place my bets and I'm gonna say Fingers Up wins the series 2-1.
Ooh. I'm gonna put my faith and almost calculate it. What about you, author?
10 simultaneous bug splats, and the servers crash. It's a tie. But
So-
seriously, I think in all seriousness, I feel like Fingers Up. All right. Well, finally, at long last, we're getting into game 3. So, take it away, casters. We'll see you in a bit, viewers.
Welcome back, as Game 3 with our casters who you know and love. Well, maybe no, probably not the other. Alright, welcome back.
Hey, come on.
Shadow, how is it going?
Well, I thought this game would be a 2-0. I'm delightfully surprised that it's not a stomp. I don't enjoy stomps very much, but it does look like FU are drafting a very similar team comp to last time, while 99 trying to mix it up a little bit. Think you've heard it all from our analysts, so we won't repeat it as well, but I am looking forward to seeing Getrek back on his kind of first game champion, being able to dominate. But this time it's not really against kind of the Gnosis, it's more of a tank. And we saw last game how Sion versus Yasuo, despite how well Yasuo was doing, Sion was still able to become relevant in the game. So we'll have to see if Delirium is going to be able to do the same on Maokai.
And I don't think Maokai stands as much of a champ as a champion against Ribbon. He doesn't have as much to protect him like Gnosis has, at least some damage threat. Maokai is just going to have to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, I was quite surprised when I saw the draft and I didn't see Delirium drafted on Sion again, because it worked once, so why would you want to switch it? I guess maybe it's just for the matchup against Riven, since Riven can interrupt most of Sion's abilities. And I'm also kind of curious about the whole Anivia not being picked, but I have heard that Trent really likes Zera, so I'll have to give it to him there.
I enjoy Gazera. Sometimes, at least, it just seems like if you go under, there's not much to do. Because you just have to stand still and hope it doesn't have a Ribbon chasing you.
I really like how he's playing the lane right now. He started his W first, which allows him to trade with the Orianna, because sometimes, usually with Orianna you can't auto trade, but with this it allows him to do so. After he really I feel like he kind of does really understand how he's playing this matchup at least. So we'll have to see how Trent is going to carry this. But this time there's no Braum to protect Roja, but we do see an early gank coming up from Ivan. We actually saw this last game as well, though it was at level 4. I'm not sure if much will merit off this. It will have to be more of an Alistar engage, so.
Ooh, but we do have Starhaven just sitting in the wings, doesn't quite know he's there yet. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't see him go out.
Yeah, I don't think they know he's there, but I feel like there's not much that he can do because the wave's in a quite peculiar spot for FU's bot lane, so I'm not... He's wasting a lot of time here. Shyvana is a champion that benefits a lot off of farming, and right now Starhaven has only taken 1 camp, 2 for the taking, but what is... I actually do not know what he's doing right now.
He's spending quite a long time in there. I hope it works out. I hope he has 2 camps being primed right now.
This is one of those...
Ooh, we have the engagement on, get the double knock-up. Good against us, but it's not going to be the primary target. As we have Coco being just the tank that she is. This time she is proper.
I'm quite surprised that Starhaven did not use his kind of shield when Alistar engaged to get the slow, but I mean, I guess that wouldn't have netted anything. Also, something interesting to note, if you did not notice that, if you were playing Aki and Coco, you actually did see the fact that they hit level 3 faster than Roja and Makos, despite Mako and Roja pushing. So if you ever see that in like a lane, you know the jungler's there in the bush because he's gathering experience. So
yeah, that is kind of the unfortunate siphon there. And for an engage that didn't quite turn out, although that was a great headbutt pulverized by Macros, getting 2 people up, but there's just not enough damage, not enough follow-up for that so close to the tower. I mean, especially when your next target's a Leona who has an ability just to shield everything.
Yeah, I mean, even to add on that, especially when you don't even have Ignite, so very little that you can do there. But I really have to say, Trent is playing this mid lane. Every time he pan back there, it looks like he's just taking the advantage in this lane, first time of this game. So I have to give props to the guy. So.
All right, but I am quite excited to see Kaisa, as I do not get to see her often, especially in Rampage.
Yeah, especially. I mean, Kaisa is one of those champions which is kind of like Kalista, where you really just need to understand the champion to be able to play them well. I mean, Kalista kind of is in the best spot right now, unfortunately, but it's kind of simple.
This is like always in the best spot. At the moment they let her out of her little hole, they shove her right back in because they realized it was a bad decision.
I miss the days where I'd randomly go invulnerable and wondering what happened and realize that my Kalista ulted me. I always got tripped out whenever I got ulted by a Kalista.
It's the best moment.
I used to play on a pretty bad PC too, so every time she ulted me, I would drop to 10 frames. So I was really bad at hitting that thing.
Feels bad, but we do see another dominant performance already starting at the 5-minute mark in the top lane. That's a 20 CS difference for Cross Delirium and get wrecked. I'm not going as well. I mean, it's a repeat performance, so you're staying at a steady pace, but still.
Yeah, I mean, it did happen last game with the Yasuo and Sion. It's going to happen this time, but I'm not sure. I would like to see how Delirium intends to stay relevant in this matchup, right? Because Maokai has a bit of a harder time engaging rather than the Sion. But, I mean, he's not doing that bad of a job. Like, if you look at this, he's not really dying. Like, there's very little chance of him dying unless Riven decides to go all in. I mean, she does have that Conqueror. She does have the Wind Slash available to her. So that's not what it's called, though. It's called Blade of the Exile. That's what it's called.
Close. It's okay. It's all right. But what we should see now is some proper jungle pathing. We do not have any ward from the top lane. If they have had some good communication, they can make the kind of effort. But instead we have a fight in the bot lane. Just gonna headbutt him away. No more fight. We're done. Good.
I like how Makos played that. He blocked the Void Seeker from Kaisa, and then he immediately knocked up Coco when she went on. I don't know. Like, that was like one of those really small things where you have to appreciate that, because Roja should have taken more damage though, but she was able to kind of retain most of the HP because of Makos. So
Makos being the good support that he is, Alistair is a solid pick to keep him going, especially
watch
with all the kills.
Derpy. we do see junglers meeting up, but
Yeah, but Starhaven's
Yeah.
not going to be one to
yeah,
1v1
not
anything.
much you can do. And
Tree versus Dragon. Tree loses most of the time.
I do think that Starhaven was able to get the big raptor. He did smite it, but Dopey Cat got all the small ones. So, a little bit unfortunate.
That's jungling for Iron for you. It's alright. It is what it is. Seeing a bit more of a passive early game than we have seen so far, except for our top lane, of course, who has been trading back and forth. Not as much trading back anymore from Delirium, as his pick does not inhibit that as well.
I mean, both teams scale better this game. I mean, this is a very different kind of team comp from both teams coming out for that we looked in game 1 and 2, especially coming out from 19.
Start from Trent, gonna talk him down and just keep him down a bit.
But
Trent being a bit more impressive than I would think against an Orianna in the early game. Does have Starhaven waiting along on the riverbanks. Not sure, not gonna be able to make any sort of a gank this time, only throwing out the ultimate. You know, just in case. It's not like it's a short cooldown or anything.
I mean, we saw if you didn't see there right off the edge, Trent used Spite of the Arcane and actually blew a flash coming out from Dingo, so not going to be up there for later in the game. He does still have the cleanse, but he's only really used it once significantly that we've seen, and it was kind of a misclick or an early timing, so. I'm surprised Delirium has not backed yet. He's just holding up this lane, which is
Only
pretty
because he
great.
doesn't have any CS to back with. He's got nothing to do.
I mean,
he's down 30 now.
He's got 1,800 gold. He could probably buy something.
Yeah, but you buy something, that Ribbon's gonna come back and smash you.
I guess so. Yeah, it's quite unfortunate for Delirium in this peculiar situation, but he's doing the best he can. I
Ribbon
mean,
was able to back and not care. Diving aggressively under tower, going to get the shield up, not going to be able to go down just yet. No way Delirium's going to follow that up. Oh, we have the recolored Link land onto a Digno here. Going to take down, gets the shockwave onto Starhaven, but not enough is going to happen there. Just a bit of a tussle and walk away.
I'm surprised that he didn't use Daisy there. I think there could have been something made, but it doesn't really matter. So, but it does give more pressure over to Trent. Like, he is dominating this lane. 15 CS up, not doing too bad for this matchup. And yeah, Dingo's really feeling the pressure, but we have Dopey in the top lane. And is able to get some damage. Rift Hill is probably going to be on the table for both these teams, but that top lane turret has gone dangerously low. It's a little bit less than a quarter, I'm quite sure. And now Delirium's
out.
But here, I mean, Trent, dude, look, Trent is taking over this mid lane. He has Vital the Arcane up. He's ready to use it, but looks like he's not going to be. He's not going to, as he's just going to push up.
I mean, Azera with blue buff, what can you do?
Yeah, this is very harsh for Dingo.
Starhaven's making a lot of questionable calls. They are making some progression towards this Cloud Drake, but he's been in the side lanes trying to get some ganks on so much that he's kind of neglected the rest of his own jungle and or the prospect of counter jungling. Now falling a almost significant amount of CS behind.
Yeah, he's 600 gold behind right now, which isn't too bad for an Ivan, mainly because he built support items. Support items come cheap, but I mean, yeah, Shyvana is just going to keep foaming up.
The Enchanted Crystal Arrow is going to land on a Coco, going to flash right into the tower. Not exactly where to go, and the flare just lands right on top of you. It didn't hit anyone. First blood going on to Roja.
That was really nice rotation. After taking Dragon, they look bot lane, take the dive, and with an Alistar, I mean, it was pretty infamous back in like Season 5, Season 6. You always just dive level 6 with Alistar, and we haven't seen that much now since Alistar's ulti was nerfed, but with Daisy, because Daisy tanked the first few shots of the turret, so that actually especially helped out the tower dive. And now first turret goes over to FU, and now they're going to take the lead that we've seen gone over to 9-9 at the same time in both of the first games, at least, first 2 games.
That is, for the first time, they get the first tower of the game. Nice solid amount of gold coming over into the hands of Roja on this Ashe, who he was so prominent before in the last game, and now actually starting off in a lead. It was looking much more prosperous for the side of Fingers Up.
Oh, okay, I see what happened. Okay, so this is how Ivan is keeping up with Shyvana. He has Futures Market. And
That's not how you keep up.
well, I mean, I guess not, but he has
that's
futures.
called debt.
Yeah, no,
I'm
but
sorry.
he has futures market, which allowed him to buy redemption, and technically with futures market, he has the same amount of gold as Shavana right now. So, I mean, I know it's depth and all, but like it does help him. It did help him get the redemption, which is probably going to help him in probably the next fight. So, dude, this Trent is
Exhaust going down to get wrecked. We have the Enchanted Personnel missing, and but the recoil lands, but too far in the tower. No one's going to get hit this time. And Digno is just taking a wallop of a beating in the mid
He's
lane.
having a bad time right now. Trent is having the time of his life. 20 CS up in this mid lane, having a grand old time, farming up. He hasn't even been ganked this game, which is kind of surprising considering Guppy's level 9 already. Just power farming.
There is a now free red buff for anyone that wants to look into it. And Ash is already on the top side of the map. If you make a little detour down to red, take it out. Should be pretty good.
Yeah, it does look like Litota's going to be on the table here. I mean, Shyvana's in the bot side. There's not much going to be happening, so. Yeah.
They're not going to try to pressure it too much, but we do have a collapse coming in. TP also benefiting from Delirium. We might actually have a fight. Shyvana ults right on in, on top of everyone. But where is it going to go? Good one-man shockwave, I guess. But Macros is still alive in the midst of all the fight. Aki is doing what he can to take everyone out, but a kill goes over to Daniel, and a kill goes over to Delirium. What else can happen? Get Rex showing up late to this fight, getting in there, but not going to be enough as the target is on the other side of the wall. Where are you going? Barely missed. What is going to keep him alive? We have the dash away from Trent. Might be able to clean this up, getting the sun onto Daniel. Going to take him out. Double kill coming out from Trent.
Oh, well,
Xerath is literally on the flash, but not enough to catch up to get Rex.
Okay.
Slippery ribbons.
All in all, Leona picks up the Rift Herald. She picked it up on the last end of that fight after, I actually don't know who killed Rift Herald. It just went down over to 99, but they trade two members of the team for it. I mean, it 4 for 2 in the end, but 2 lives for Rift Herald, so. But, I mean, you kind of have to ask, is it worth it or not? And the answer lies, how is Leona going to use, well, I guess 99 going to be using this Rift Herald, so. I would assume they're going to use it top lane to get this turret and get some gold in their pockets, but with that team fight, 2k gold advantage in favor of FU now, and Xerath was a big factor in that fight. You saw him via the arcane, just basically artillery on the members of 99. And there was actually a really good headbutt pulverize coming out from Macros, hitting up 2 members, and also Roja flashing over the wall and being able to get wrecked, even though he did get out. But that was really nice positioning from a lot of members of FU being able to take over that fight. Unfortunately, losing the Rift Herald in the end.
You have it, and Coco actually shot down almost the tower with the Crystal Arrow. Almost misses. Flair slowing up Roja, but not stunned, and that might be Coco going down to the fight.
He's not gonna.
A couple more autos will do it, and that's it. Being caught out on the wrong side of the river, on the wrong side of your wards. Getting knocked up, headbutt polarized back into the ADC. Roja, Macros forced to flash up, but staying alive, most importantly. A good attempt, but not enough to take out the ADC.
I'm kind of surprised he had exhaust there, so I don't think he needed to fly. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's just that I really like the play. Oh my god!
Climatic. Trent takes him out, whittling him down piece by piece.
He's been doing that all this game, and finally he gets rewarded for doing that. I think that's the 4th time he's done that. Gotten
he's been doing it all series.
Yeah.
Digno is not the strongest link in this chain.
So, but I mean, I do have to say that was a really nice play from Macros and Roja, not on the back end, but they did kill Leona, which forces her to basically spend more time dead, spend more time walking places, and that Rift Herald timer is going to go down, and it's soon going to be placed in a place that 99 do not want to place it in. So they're going to be soon pressed for time as Mountain Drake is now on the table.
Mountain Drake is on the table, but down there is an Ivern into Maokai, not the strongest duo to take away a Drake. Coco's being busted out, and that's the right of the Arcane, just going to take him out. Misses 1, misses 2. Coco gets to walk away.
But once again, it's the same thing. Rift Toad has, I think, a good 20 seconds on it, right? And Leona is probably going to have to back. So she's going to be forced to place it in a place. Even though Trent did, unfortunately, miss some of those vital dog games, it doesn't matter as the pressure is done. The Rift Toad has, it's ticking down. Leona's going to have to place it somewhere.
Yeah, she might as well. I don't know if she's doing a blue buff, but she might as well have just started walking all the way over to the top tower to get as close as you possibly could.
And yeah, this is where you just start dragon, and now they're gonna get a free dragon. We'll have to see if that Rift Toad is able to get to that inner turn. I don't think FU is, I don't think FU is gonna be able to do it. And yeah, but like, yeah, that Rift Toad is stuck in that, it's stuck in a minion wave right now, so.
It's stuck in a wave, but that's another Enchanted Crystal Arrow landing right onto Coco. She's gonna eat them up all series.
I'm just gonna be honest, Rojo has been playing amazingly with this Ashe in the last 2 games. And Coco's been in the wrong position. He is, I don't know how many deaths he has, but he's like combined, I think, 12 deaths already in these last 2 games. And that's not really a good sign.
Sending Starhaven all the way up to
the tree is chasing
a nice little piece out, chunk out. Definitely going to deter what damage actually comes out of that. Bonus damage from hitting the eye being recently buffed to huge chunks.
Yeah. It's to compensate for the huge amount of damage that the Rift Toad.
Can the Riven pull this out in 1v9 the team? They have great synergy with the Shockwave and the Shyvana. Shyvana can just channel everyone into one spot with the orb on top of her. And that's it. That should be a clean team fight, but it's
the hardest part about this is 2 things. One, Trent. Just Trent. It's Xerath sieging on them before they can even engage. Secondly, it's all the CC. Alistar has a knockback. Maokai has so much CC in his kit. Even Ivan has Daisy as a meat shield to do so, and it's just going to be very hard to do that as the members of 99, especially Get Back. So, and he's not even as fed as last game. The first game.
Oh my God. Coco. She's going to take him out, but this time we have Shyvana here, but keep exhausted. Throwing out the right of the arcane, standing right in front of him, doesn't even need it. Now might be mid-tower going down for the side of 99.
And that happens again. Coco is the one being caught out. I don't understand how this keeps happening. This is... He is getting caught in rotation. I guess she now, but she's getting caught in rotation so many times, and she's 0-5 now. Half of the deaths on her team.
I don't know. I think the viewers will argue it's always going to shoot, but hey.
It doesn't matter.
And that's 3 towers to 1. 10-2 in kills. 4K down in gold, almost 5.
Oh,
and you were showing us a different side than this entire series. It just took a while to get there.
The cooldown on that arrow, every 72 seconds they are allowed to get a pick.
Exactly as I said at the beginning of the game, but that is Roja going down to the side of Aki. Just one more auto away. And that's it, getting us some full back into the pockets of that ADC.
I like how I talked about picking, and then Ash is the one that got picked. Oh man.
But they were following instructions, pretty much throwing that arrow out on cooldown, looking for those picks, forcing those fights.
Oh my God.
But Trent is not going to do too well against 3 members in the mid lane by himself. Now he has the Alistar, but he needs some backup. That's not where you want to send a Riven. I know it's a Riven, but still.
Ooh, that was nice.
Ooh, but the Arcane is coming out. We have Daisy as well, shoving them back to the back line. Not going to take him out with that Shockwave. Going to just dive up, get him out. But Get Wrecked is stuck on the tower. He's going to have to trade 1-for-1 in the back.
Here comes the arrow.
Here comes the ultimate, and the arrow going to hit onto Coco. Once again, getting bullied, take it out. Going to have to run away from the team. Why'd you flash, Starhaven? Your root color still would have landed, I believe.
Safety first.
You were pretty greedy, is what I think.
So that was the first fight that actually 99 looked to win, but unfortunately did not win in the end, as Coco is the one that gets caught out. So
that's the fight they wanted. That's the fight they asked for. They went in, Get Wrecked, get stuck under the tower, and just taken out. I'm not sure if by his mispositioning or just greed in the back line, but he's not as strong as he was in Game 1 and or Game 2. So he can't be taking those kind of risks when he is a main focus of disruption in the back line. And I don't think the shockwave quite landed onto the 3-man. It only really hit one of them when he goes down, and that's just Get Wrecked getting stunned up onto the tower, but Rejection coming out, but that's not in time. Well, that was the execution coming out from backward.
I mean, so going back to that fight in the mid lane, that was
idea.
Coco showed his first kind of signs of being actually viable in this game. He actually landed a solo flare on Trent, which caused Derpy to jump in, which also caused Shockwave to hit on Trent, which was actually pretty amazing. Derpy did get the shutdown gold. I think it was 500 something, which was pretty great. But unfortunately, the results of that fight actually is against them.
You guys mock me all you want, but I've been using the proper pronouns this entire time.
But there we
It's
go.
not showing. And that's just a full-on engage, diving under the tower, getting a wait, but it's onto the tank, so nothing's going to happen from that. And that's just another tower going out and an inhibitor soon to follow.
Wow, this
You're
is...
showing a smashing performance here. Smashing indeed. We have Trent and Roja both 4-1.
So, this is where I start making the analogy where FU is a Pokemon, right? First stage, it's the first game, really bad, gets kind of smashed, right? Second stage, starts loading up some good moves, starts getting some stats, and then the third game, they're fully evolved, got like Draco Meteor or something, overheat, I don't know.
Throws the ultimate, or pops the ultimate at least. Getting stunned up, not able to actually engage on going for help, absolutely nothing.
But we are seeing the final evolution of FU right now, and it's looking pretty great. 4.4k gold up, and looking good. But, I mean, now what next? It looks like Dragon is going to be started by Shyvana. It is a Mountain Drake, but, ooh, arrow misses for the first time. But Smite
misses
fight.
for the first time and did not hit Coco, so plus for the 8 for the support.
Ooh, wow. Actually hits the Smite fight. That's actually pretty amazing.
And that's some strength coming up. Derpcat Shyvana does get stronger with each Dragon. As the first one to come over to their side of this game.
But this is where FU probably just wants to take Baron. They have the damage to do so. There's no Ardent Sense, unfortunately, but I do think if given enough time, they can probably take down Baron, but I do not think 99 will give them the kind of time of day to do so, but I think this is where FU kind of have to reset, kind of get the Baron's ward up a little bit, and then, yeah, use the gold that they use by getting the inhibitor, and then back off, get, try to contest Baron, well, not try to contest it, but bait Baron, and, yeah, reset.
And, I think Mountain Drake is way more formidable in the hands of 99 at this point, as they have more objectives to clear right now. So 6 towers to 3 feels pretty bad, but what can you do? Fight, dance around Baron. He's gonna be going around. We're setting up our wards to see who can clear them first.
This Kaisa build is really weird. Essence Weaver and Gunzus. It's like you want to do damage, but you're not trying to do damage. It's really weird.
My favorite is Gunzus in the gunblade.
Here's a fight.
Crystal Arrow lands onto Digno for the first time. It's not Coco.
Well, hey, Nature's Trap.
The roots coming around.
Oh my god.
It might hit someone. Nope. Digno going down though on the hands. Coco soon to follow. One more auto attack is all it takes, and that's a double kill coming from Bush. That's another tower going down with Deuce taking it up, but not enough to break mitigation as your line is not behind you. But we have the headbutt from Rise to stop Derpcat from entering the team fight. There's just nothing they can do to get the engage.
That was... Did he headbutt him away? Is that what happened?
Yeah,
that was,
pretty much.
That was
Shyvana
really
dove in, and Macros was like, nope, we're done here.
Yeah, that was really weird. Because if they killed Shyvana there, I think they would have gotten Baron. I mean, they're doing Baron right now, of course, but... Oh wow, they're busting this thing down fast, holy. Yeah. It does not look like 99 will be late to the party. I do think they could contest 4K.
Oh, it's gonna be close if he wants to get him, but the Crystal Arrow and the headbutt away. Probably should have showed one, the other saved it. Well, Derpcat made the hero play, flashing and does not get in. Smite goes over to Starhaven, and that's Derpcat's going down for his attempt.
Are we reminded of another incident where a person tried to go in and
Good, there we go. And the shockwave, and that's Roja, key member, going down to get wrecked. Now we're going to get stone up, but most of the damage is out as Trent doesn't have too much mana left to spend, so he has to get close.
Even though Roja died, he actually completed his IE when he died. So, massive damage coming out from him, and I think Trent has picked up his Babydons. No, okay, he's still trying to get it, but seriously, I seriously think Delirium does not know that you can upgrade boots. I don't think he's done it this game.
Third game in the row, it's okay, we don't need boots, we're a tree.
Yeah,
Trees don't wear boots. That'd be silly.
Oh man.
Hybrid for that, who has boots on.
Oh my
Candy
God.
boots.
Candy boots, okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new item on ARAM, Flacco?
Nope.
It basically it's a melee only boots upgrade where it gives you it gives you the same amount of movement speed as regular upgraded boots. However, it also lets you move through walls. It gives you cane passive or cane. Oh, here we go.
And that's a Digno going down so anticlimactically, but able to walk away because Get Wrecked came in to save the day. Taking one for the team, only going to lose 3/4 of their health, and that's Shyvana going in and leaving the ADC all by himself to take out some damage, but he does get the kill onto Roja. Now has to backtrack right away, and there's no more damage to actually follow up for the rest of the team, so that's Get Wrecked going down the back end of the 2-5. Trent takes out Aki for his transgressions. And that's going down, and that might just be game. They have a mini wave here. They have Baron. They can just take out the game right now.
Well, carries
But
are
they're
down.
going for the second inhibitor just to be safe. All the carries are down right now, so they make the right call and start going for these towers.
Yeah, I do think this is probably going to be end game. I mean, unless they can solve for 15 seconds, which not looking like it. So, wow, if you make the reverse sweep, if that's what that's what this can be called.
GG. Fingers up, win, taking the Nexus in style, sub 30 minutes. Good game, well played, guys. I am so proud of you. You made Ivern work, and I'm so happy.
that was really nice.
That's the key
Give
point.
praise to Macros, give praise to FU.
Give praise to Macros, who currently and still has the most assists in Risen since this season. So congrats, man.
Yeah, nice
At
job.
73.
That was
Alright.
really nice play. But
All right. We're gonna send it over onto our analyst desk. So get on over there and see what they have to say about this amazing series.
woo.
Wow. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I love seeing that reverse sweep, especially since it means that my original prediction was correct. FU took the series. Good job.
Unlucky.
I think if I have to think about MVP, it's hard to assign it. I think if I'm really being honest, the MVP of FU was me. Because my pick selections won them the game. Can the coach get the MVP? Because no. But in all seriousness, Trent on that mid lane really showed up in the last half of game 2 and then in game 3. So for me, I got to give it to Trent. What do you think?
Yeah, I think mid lane was the key to success in game 3 especially, and basically proved to us why this Ivern pick with an ADC that is not a hyper carry ends up working out. Because with a low damage jungler and a tank top laner, we would expect to see a hyper carry showing up, like the protect the carry comp. But turns out it is the mid laner who carried. Pretty impressive, to be honest. And yeah, I actually would give an honorable mention of MVP to Coco.
I wasn't gonna
don't-
say it.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not giving MVP to Coco for the MVP of 99, rather the MVP of FU. Really helped a lot.
Oh,
Good job.
oh, oh, oh no. Oh man, that's rough. All right, well, I think we're gonna call it here. Thank you so much for tuning in, viewers. Once again, that is a 2-1 reverse sweep in favor of Fingers Up, putting them at 2-0 so far over the first 2 weeks of regular season play for Split Season 4.
A really
I am
strong
Author
start.
Cook. I am Author Cook, and I am Author Cook. I have been joined today by Kirby and PK, who unfortunately had to drop out due to unforeseen technical issues. But you know what? I think we had fun. I had fun. With that, I bid you adieu. See you next time.
Peace.